I'm here. Hello, everyone. It is Friday again. Happy Friday. Welcome to another hour or two of Real Housewives of Orange County. And we're going to do Who's Starting On and recap the latest episode of Orange County. But also, I have so many thoughts. There's good stuff to talk about and other stuff like Tamra's got to go. Jim Bellino has a new love lady interest, which I think we all know her. I think it's what's her face. I'll show you guys later. We know her. What's that guy's remember her name? Okay, so yeah, Jim Bellino has a new love interest. He was doing lives, like a lot of lives recently, like really cool, talking about just in general relationships and general dating, and having to do with like walking with the Lord and stuff like that. And I feel like this might be a good match for him. So, congratulations, Jim. God, what is her name, guys? She was on the show. I feel like an asshole. She was just on the. She actually was in the episode she was in the show a couple episodes ago. Anyway, why do you guys think about it? But anyway, if you're listening on the Who's Starting On podcast side and you're just listening to the audio, you can watch this crazy live. Me play with my hair and try not to say and like so much. You can watch the crazy live 3 days a week, Monday through Friday on all 5 platforms. I'm live at 12:15, 12:30, and it's the second show because we have 4 Housewives going right now. So this is the other episode of Who's Starting On for Friday. And I feel like I can't believe that we are on episode 15. Where are we? What did we do? What did we do all season? How did we get 15 episodes in? Where? I mean, come on. Like Alexis, first of all, like she's a flop. Complete. And like you might be a nice person. You're a nice girl and all. You're good and everything, but like you're not a girl's girl. You're not somebody that we want on Bravo. You're another kind of almost like a Tamra. Like, somebody who literally will sit there and send you flowers for your birthday as they call you a liar pants when they're the actual liar pants, and then you get proof they're after also dating her ex, which is also fucking weird that you want to be friends with somebody like that, Alexis. Like, why would you want to be friends with Shannon? Why can't you just say, hey, we'll be cordial because this is weird for us to be friends. I'm extorting you. Me and my husband are extorting you. So, maybe Shannon should have started this. So, Alexis was a flop. Tamra is, I don't know how to feel. Like, I want you guys to weigh in on what she said the other day about being on the spectrum. And what do you think? I know she apologized for it, but I don't know. She just says way too much. I feel like she's a liability for Bravo at this point. She probably has to get crooked. She kind of has to go at this point. You know what I mean? She's been sued twice. I don't know. I don't know what the situation is with Ryan and with Ryan and Jen. I haven't really dug into it much more after that. I didn't want to, keep talking about the lawsuit if there was one, if there wasn't one. And I'm sure the misunderstanding that he has going on, I'm sure he's taking care of it. It was all misunderstanding. And I'm sure he's not in trouble. And whatever he's doing the right thing because of Jen. And I don't think Tamra should be running background checks. First of all, saying that her lack of empathy over the years is because she's on the autism spectrum. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe she had one therapy session. I've also had one therapy session where they said the same thing. There's a lot of other mimicking symptoms, but it takes years to diagnosis. We should probably all know this by now. And yeah, she apologized for it, but that doesn't count for a lack of empathy when it comes to your situations, Tamra. Like, you are well aware of what you're doing, who you're hurting and why you're hurting them. You have something out for Shannon that I can't figure out what it is. And I cannot believe that you actually called yourself her best friend at one point. I am sick by the fact that you have treated her so poorly when she probably needed you the most this season. For you to back Alexis, Bellino. Now, look, Alexis, you're probably a great girl, probably a nice girl. I don't know, maybe a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for me. But, I kind of like Jim Bellino. I kind of like Jim better than I like you at this point. Like, I get more information about his life than we do. I know nothing about you. Well, no, I know you're JJ squared. That's what I know about Alexis Bellino, is that she was with Jim. Then she was with some other baseball player. She hung all over him on camera. I have not yet to see her as a mother. She's probably a great mom. I would love to see her with her family, but I don't think Jim's allowing that, which I agree with him at this point, because it looks like the Bravo kids sometimes don't always make it, like, they don't always have it the best because, hello, how are you? I'm talking about Real Housewives of OC. I didn't get into the episode right now. I'm unloading with my Tamra because I'm finding out that she ran a background check on Jen, on Ryan 2 years ago. And then just when Jen, I know what Jen's doing. I know Jen is a better person. We, choose the higher vibrational path. where everything that she says is down here and it's like, wah, wah, wah. It's like, and then when you're out there, we don't understand it anymore. We don't understand what you're saying. It's like something about being friends. And then like, you just pull out some shit like, I don't know, information that you like shared with Shannon, the person that you're treating like absolute garbage, like she's your worst enemy. And you use this as a tough love approach to Shannon. You have one chance to be with me or be there for me at my worst. You can literally not like what I've done. You can tell me behind the scenes, yes, I needed tough love. I was drinking too much. Shannon has made a series of huge mistakes, but she has literally taken accountability for them. And she has people in her life that are telling her she's wrong. She knows that. She doesn't need her best friend, person who she was in business with, who she trusted with her life and her information and her like secrets, to literally on camera call her an alcoholic and say that you're doing this because Shannon's a fucking liar. Shannon's this. And Tamra, just say it, you two-faced bitch. You don't like fucking Tamra. You don't like Shannon. And you never have. It is obvious. You don't like her, and I think you went after Jen because you thought she was the weak one. And Jen proved tonight that she's not on your level. She's literally told you exactly how it was, how it's been, and that is it. And you could just sit there and lie to her face about you didn't run a background check. Whatever your semantics are, Tamra, you have proved yourself to what you did to Shannon. Like I said, you have one opportunity, you have one chance, because you don't get that time back, to be there for me at my worst, right? When I got some bitch coming on here telling me that she's screwing my boyfriend, I'm a liar pants, and whatever, screw John. Maybe John's a good guy to you, Alexis. Good for you. You got the good John Jansen, which of course you didn't because he's extortionist. He wasn't a good guy to Shannon. Okay, so that's just it. You don't have to come. I know nothing about you. I know more about Jim Bellino than I do you, because he puts himself out there, and people at Bravo really like that, appreciate that. And he's pro Ryan and Jen, which it's obvious that Tamra has serious issues, and I wish she would just come out and fucking say it. Do not pretend to be these people's friend, Tamra. We know that you're not. You are nobody's friend. And that's like, I'm still speechless about the background check. But anyway, obviously, I'm never on Tamra's side. I cannot be anymore. I can't even pull from her perspective. I cannot even try to think of where her mind is. All I come up with is that she's afraid to lose her spot on the show, which is delusional, because Teresa said the same thing. And Teresa did the same thing, acted all whacked out and shit, got all crazy, running off with the mouth. These cats are crazy, running off at the mouth and saying crazy shit that literally we can't have. Tamara's doing that right now. She's pulling a Lisa Rinna. Remember when Lisa Rinna went crazy when she thought she was losing her spot because of the way she acted? She is a Lisa Rinna right now. And if she literally gets canceled, and just like Freddie refuses to be fired, I'm going to probably lose my mind. Thank God Jen told her how it was tonight. But anyway, that's it. As far as being on the spectrum, maybe, but don't come out and say that shit, dude. Come on, man. You're nobody wants to see you smelling people's butts and looking at people's assholes. Or these confessionals, everybody is sitting there saying, Tamara does seem a little two-faced. And I'm like, you bitches know this. You have to, this is my thing. I feel like if they're going to be on a show like this anymore, they need to all get together, whether they're fucking friends or not, have a get together right before filming, say, hey, I'm going to fuck you over. You're going to fuck me over. I'm going to fuck you over. Then you're going to fuck me over. I'm going to fuck you over. And you know that you're going to fuck each other over the entire motherfucking time. And then you're okay with it, because you've already discussed it. That's the only thing I can see how we could go forward. Other than that, we know it is a show. She's a producer's dream, Tamara. We know. But nobody wants to be around her. And they have to force these events for them to get together, and then force these stupid games for them to fight and get some content. We don't need that. We got what Tamara's been doing for 2 years with Jen and Ryan. What we saw is real. What she is a piece of shit friend. She's not just she's a producer's dream to a certain extent, because you've been sued now twice because you see rain. First of all, I don't need producer's dream. Let me take that back, because that dinner was embarrassing. You were more than on alcohol. You were not just drunk because of tequila. You don't act like that. You were completely off. I don't know, Tamara. You were on a different planet. You were just saying things. You couldn't speak. You were trying to hold your words. You're just saying things like telling people you saw somebody's butthole. You're at somebody's dinner, and you're telling the husband that you saw her butthole. And she's like, no, you didn't wear underwear. And she's like, it's like, come on, how much longer can we literally do this? And I get why Ryan and Jen maybe aren't suing her, because, if you have to work with somebody, it makes it kind of hard, right? I get it. But damn, Kelly Dodd, they all said it. if the second she's off this show, I mean, I hope there's no like, I don't know, what's it called? Where you run out of time to sue somebody for defamation, because I feel like there's probably a lot more defamation that she's done that she could probably get a class action suit. And going in, like, I'm not going to go into sobriety with Kristen Marie right now, but like, there is so many situations I'm seeing right now that are like either alcohol induced. First of all, we got 3 or 4 different franchises of people getting sober, staying sober. Carl, Lala, number 1 shows right now, number 1 people, literally, Mike the Situation, all get sober and stay sober, okay? You do not have to act like an asshole like Tamra and get just wasted, naked wasted, like she got basically naked wasted at that dinner, to actually have content. Because listen, like I said earlier, people come with their own bag of shit now, Tamra. We don't need you fighting with each other. You're mistaken because you don't want to show your boring ass or your life. I don't know what does Eddie do? What does Eddie do? Oh, you a multi-million-dollar weed company? To everybody else in California, just like it. Come on, I have never even heard of the brand of weed that you have. I'm confused. Okay, so he sits home and sells weed all day. Okay, great. Well, you claim, okay, Tamra, does the IRS know you claim to make more than $16 million a month? Have you claimed that on your taxes? Tamra, what the fuck are you doing on this show if that's how much money you make? You claim to make more than what you claim Ryan stole or borrowed, or a misunderstanding. Okay, asshole, a misunderstanding, friend. Like, hello. And again, your daughter does not speak to you because of this show, because of the way that you act. And she sees that this is truly who you are at your core. I mean, who else are you really? You're nobody's motherfucking friend. I don't know if you have friends in real life. I don't want to say, like maybe, I don't know what, you and Eddie might have some kind of agreement. You refuse to show us your life. Where's your $16 million weed business? Could I see that? I know Happy Eddie. I know other weed people. Like, I've never heard of yours. Happy Eddie from Potomac. Anyway, I just spent how long? 12 minutes on Tamra. I'm so, I don't know what to think anymore. She's ick. She's motherfucking ick to me. And it's like, thank God, Jen, like, and I knew she had it in her, but it's like, you don't want to stoop to her level because, like I said, it's like when you're like kind of taking this vibrational pace where you're higher up here, it just sounds like womp to neither. You're not hearing each other at all. I have realized that in my life. The reason that people don't get the fuck out, like they're not just understanding what I'm saying and the logic I'm saying, you had to stay the fuck out of my life. You know what I mean? Like, I just have come to the terms that like, I'm higher vibrational. I'm vibration way higher. And like, it just sounds like womp, and you're not getting it. So I feel like that's what we're doing here. Like, Jen she has given Tamra so many chances. And I know that deep down she knows Tamra's not her friend. I know this, okay? Jen's not stupid. Tamra is dying. She wants everyone to fail, and I don't understand it. Why do you want people to fail? Why can't you just have a whole podcast episode, you and your little dog too, Freddie, John Mellencamp's daughter, who refuses to be fired? Just, can you do a whole episode and tell us why you hate Shannon and why you thought this was tough love and why you thought people were actually your friend? Like, again, we haven't get to Emily and Jeannie yet, but I'm just saying, you have just shown all these people what you have done to Ryan and Jen for no motherfucking reason. You can't even explain why. It's between you and Ryan. Are you what? Why is it between you and Ryan, you weirdo? Are you trying to, it's like literally you're mad that he doesn't want to fuck you. Like, I really think that's what it is. You're mad because he chose Jen. He chose Jen as his life partner, the one he's in. And you know what? He has probably got this dorky, cool personality to him, like that literally he's a good fucking guy. And what this whole misunderstanding, his best friend's a Tommy, it was his name, Otani, a really cool looking guy, like really cool baseball player guy. Like, listen, shit happens, right? I've been there, misunderstandings happen. Tamra, I want to know where your $16 million is. You claim that on your taxes. Do you and Eddie claim your 16? Because that's what you said. So are you a fucking liar or what? Did you lie about that, Tamra? Do you really make more than 16 million? I make more in a month than than you allegedly. So I'm not going to say, but you know what I mean? You know where I'm going with this, right? Okay. So it's like attack. Everybody's being attacked by Tamra. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm autistic. Like, it's all these like weird excuses of why she's such a cunt to everybody. Sorry, CUNT to everybody. It's like, at this point, what does Bravo want with you? Because nobody on the show wants to hang out with you. Nobody's your friend. Hey, lovers, we're doing OC. I haven't even started really because I'm so disgusted by Tamra. Because every time I see a scene with her, it's like, oh my God, you're such a fucking liar pants. Like, You're the actual liar pants. Am I crooked? I feel like I'm crooked. You're the actual liar pants, right? Kitty cats are here. You guys want to say hi? Psst, judgy cats, come here. I have 5, by the way. Psst, I'm a crazy cat mom, okay? Mr. Vice President, to be, sir. Anyway, so we are home. I guess, no, I'm sorry. We're in London. We're still in Shannon's birthday party. That's another thing. It's just Shannon's birthday. Tamra's best friend. So we're on a trip for Shannon, which, why Alexis thought she would be there, but Alexis is obviously not there. Thank God she wasn't on the season at all. I don't know what happened for 15 episodes, except for Tamra going after Jen Ryan. That's all I can remember. That's all I remember is everybody going after Jen. I remember Gina trying to go after her in the beginning. And by the way, look at Emily and Gina's faces. What in the fuck is wrong? What happened? Did they get, it's okay. It's okay. Did you get nose jobs? I'm going to have to pull up the pictures because they must have gotten nose jobs because Gina's confessionals look like she's on goddamn drugs. Something's wrong. Okay. When you're yelling at people the way you are about certain things, you look like you're freaking you look like a junkie. I'm sorry. You look like a junkie. And I'm going to have to show you because it's like something with her face. She's wasted 24/7. Okay. Gina is wasted every time we see her. The way that she's talking, like, come on, man. Who the fuck are you to talk about Shannon? I mean, I'm gonna have to show screenshots because you're gonna think I'm crazy. I'm not projecting. I'm like, what is wrong with her face? I get it. A smaller nose makes you look younger. Kyle did it. I thought Kyle was beautiful before she got her smaller nose. Then she looked even more gorgeous with it. And then something happened. But I don't know. Gina's not on Ozempic, but I don't know. Emily looks completely different. And I'm like scared looking at they scare me. Like Tamra's the only one that looks amazing for her age. And I just have to give her that. She does. Oh, Jen, I'm sorry. Jen looks. And Heather, something's up with Heather. Heather's jumping on this bandwagon of like trying to be a mean girl. And it's not working. Okay. It's not working. Stop being so goddamn jealous that Jen's fucking boyfriend. Listen, it's her fiance at this point. So congratulations, guys, by the way. Fiance. Why the fuck are you clocking her money? When people clock their money, it makes me so fucking mad. Do not clock my goddamn money, bitch. Who the fuck are you? I ain't clocking what the fuck you're doing. Don't worry what the fuck I'm doing. And by the way, she doesn't need to worry about if Ryan left her because her parents are fucking rich. Remember? Her parents will not let her fail. Jen also has a job, assholes. Tamra. She has a job. It's called Real Housewives. You dumb bitch. Stop saying she doesn't have a goddamn job. Because she does. She's not going to go. She is getting paid by. I'm like, listen, Tamra, your arguments are stupid. The arguments are goddamn stupid. You're a stupid liar pants, and I don't like you. And you are Hail Mary at best for Bravo. And you have literally shown to us like that you're not accountable for your like words. You just can't just say, listen, you're not going to say sorry this time. You know what I mean? And I just think that people now, it's not just one thing, it's a lot of stupid things. And everybody's looking at you like, okay, yeah, maybe you're a producer's dream and all, but like, okay, Krista, stop it. Let's get into it because I'm just going to keep saying the same thing over and over. But anyway, so yeah, we have literally Shannon and Emily trying to figure out why Tamra is going after Shannon. We're all trying to figure out. Shannon's tired of being called a liar, especially the fact that she found the text messages that proves that Alexis is the liar pants, not Shannon. And I could not figure out who was right there. And it's like, okay, I understand that Shannon was screaming at Alexis, like, you created this lawsuit, blah, blah, blah. She did. All Alexis wants is a John Jansen moment. She wants a JJ squared moment so bad. It's like, it just made her look so dumb. And I just hate that she came in here like this. Like, she came in so hot at this. Like, we cannot figure out, again, why is Tamra, like, literally up her ass? She's like, I like Alexis. Shannon's her best friend. What kind of fuck? Literally, that's why these women are like, wait a minute. Why would I be friends with somebody like that? If you can do that to your Shannon, if you don't care about your daughter enough to, like, the daughter said, please leave the show, mom, and we can work on our relationship, and Tamara refuses. I mean, come on. Like, again, producer's dream. I get it. But again, nobody's going to want to hang out with her, and you guys are going to have to just get rid of her. You guys are going to use her up like you did Brandy and get rid of her, just like you're going to do Alexis. She made the mistake of giving us nothing. And I don't know if Jim blocked the kids from filming. That's fine. But I can tell she's a good mom. You know what I mean? But we're never going to see that part because, you know, he's protecting his kids and he has every right to. But she's more than John Jansen, obviously. Do we know anything else about Alexis? What does she do? What's her passion? If she didn't have alimony, what would she be doing? If she had a job, what would it be? And don't say Real Housewives, assholes. It's not funny because it's only one season and she's only a friend of, as far as I know, right? Maybe she's full-time. I don't know. But she came in being not a girl's girl. So it's literally like her and Tamra want to be like the Jen, Aiden, and the Teresa. Go ahead. Again, Hail Mary. And maybe it worked for a little bit, but all you've done is proven that you just go after the weak people. And it's like you're so afraid of Heather. And I don't know why Heather has given in. Like, why, Heather, have you given into this shit? You have given into being a mean girl. Again, you look like Kyle trying to be mean. You are totally convinced now that's why paycheck is not all. I know. No, I see. See, after year 5, they make about $1 million a season. They make almost. Tamara's up there. They're making about 900 a season after 5 years. So they're getting paid. Like Candy was making $2 million. Now Alexis was alimony from Jim. Jim makes really good money, and she has the kids. And I'm assuming that I asked him the other day, he was doing a live, if she would lose her alimony, and I don't think he saw it, but like he says they're getting married. He believes that their relationship is real, and that's all fine and great. I am fine with them. They can be in a relationship. Again, I don't know who the fuck lied to you guys. Nobody gave a fuck about John goddamn Jansen. I am sorry. Nobody cared about his goddamn reputation. All we knew is that he hurt Shannon and that he didn't want to, he was private. And basically you guys were drinking every night together and he would sleep with you and you never slept at his house. And this is Shannon now. Shannon's idea of a relationship is obviously more than that. He doesn't want anybody to know they're together. So he's like, I'm private. Don't talk about me. Meanwhile, it's because he doesn't want to be with her and it's not really her boyfriend, right? So then he gets with Alexis and we're like, oh, but you're supposed to be private, Mr. Sleet 2.0. And again, what do you do for a living again? You're suing her for, You gave her the money and then you asked for it back 2 days later. Again, not Alexis's fucking, literally not even her business, not one fucking cent. That's not her business. It's not her business. It's like, that is between John and Shannon, and not for you to bring it up and to extort her for the goddamn videos that you put out anyway. You know you did. Somebody put the videos out, right? Hey guys, if you're ever on Instagram, I can't see your comments, but if you're still over there logged in, I appreciate you guys. You know who you are. And yeah, hopefully one day I'll get you guys on the show. But I'd love to hear I would love to hear your thoughts right now, because I think that you guys have already shot the reunion. And I'm sending Jen, but send Jen right now and Ryan some love and light, because I think that by now Ryan has proved to us that who he really is. To me, I feel like, you know what? There's a misunderstanding, right? And he did the right thing. And, you know, he did the right thing by taking Jen in, and there's nothing wrong with it. Again, Emily's husband's family paid for their life as well. So shut the fuck up there. Gina, you struggled. You literally dumped Travis. You basically dumped Travis when you started doing better. But all of you have been in Jen's shoes, but don't be jealous because her man who she fell in love with. By the way, her husband did admit that he was the one who was wrong. He did come out somewhere and say, I emotionally abandoned her. She's not wrong. And you know what? Good. I'm so glad. I've never seen a husband do that for his wife on Bravo. And because we all know, I know what emotional abandonment is. Like, Christ, I definitely, kind of was this, yeah. So emotional abandonment. It's like, that's like basically emotional cheating. And listen, I'm sure that was because again, her and Ryan were having an emotional affair, which is not even really an affair if it's like, it's over, right? So, but the fact that literally Tamra forgets where she came from with Eddie, she forgets where she came from because she was absolutely married when she met him. She was his sex. She was like literally like his, I don't know. They were talking about sex all the time, but it was weird. And nobody said, oh, get a job, don't depend on him. Get a job, Tamra. Like, Real Housewives is your job. Hello. That is their job. Okay. She's now been on the show. This is her second year. I want Jen to stay, Jen Ryan, and which she said to Tamra is absolutely right. Again, like I said, we know she's not her friend, right? And it's really sad because I know that Jen deep down was not absolutely friends with Tamra. It's just easier sometimes. They say it's easier to keep her. You know what I mean? Or it was just easier to be her friend because look how evil and how like nasty she is. But it's like she's doing it anyway. And like, how the hell do you get Heather to jump on the bandwagon, the mean girl bandwagon, and go, oh my God, Tamra, guess what? She spent $2,000 on a dress. Again, who the fuck you're clocking my goddamn money? Heather, people don't clock your money, right? Let's start clocking your stuff. Like, how annoying, man. It's like, you really like it kind of reminded me of like when Freddie tried to be a mean girl, right? Remember they tried to be mean to, I'm talking about Denise. And I'm like, it doesn't even look right. Like, you just look stupid. And it just doesn't, Heather, that's not authentic to who the fuck you are. And you lost me, man. Like, Heather lost me this episode and last episode, because she started doing it last episode. Nobody asked about me. It's like, can you pick a side, please? Like, you know what I mean? Can you just pick something? You were on the side of good. You were on the side of love and light, but you somehow drank the Kool-Aid, and now you're on like the lower vibrational womp, 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 path right now. I'm like, look at me, double fisted. Don't mind me, guys. I do smoke a lot of weed, but I have to. It's legal here in Jersey. Again, if you're listening on the Who's Study on podcast side, if I didn't already say this, please leave me a 5-star rating. If you're listening, please go over to Spotify and Apple. Please rate me 5 stars, because my ratings, I think it's 5 stars right now, but I need more. I don't have a lot at all. It's the same episode. You don't have to re-listen to them. Just download them again and just rate me, please. I apologize for interrupting my show. Okay. So, all right. So we have Gina and Emily. Like I said, look at their faces. Something's up. We have Katie wondering why Shannon would get plastic surgery if she's struggling financially. Again, clocking people's money. Everybody's talking about everybody else. Katie's wondering this, and Heather's wondering why Jen's doing that. It's like everybody's clocking everybody's money. Okay, so in London, poolside, Gina and Jen are there, and they're talking about the thread from Alexis in 2008. We proved that you're an effing liar, Alexis. You're the liar pants. It says, because Shannon saves every. Thank God. Is that she has literally? Oh, Jenna fucking broke. Right? What did I say? Jenna fucking broke. Is Jenna fucking lying? Is Jenna fucking broke? And I believe that she is, but that's okay. That's a whole different show. I don't think Shannon's broke. I don't think that Jen's broke. I don't think any of them are broke. I think that they make what we know they make on the show, even if it's still your second year. I know Jen's going to stay because we say who stays and goes. We keep your asses relevant in between filming and seasons. Do they not realize that? Podcasters, not just me, I'm saying all the podcasters that are higher up with me on the totem pole, lower, all of us that watch it, all of us that tune in and watch the recaps and talk about them and the social media. And when they give us tea to talk about, remember, like us, you remember who we are, Tamra? We say whether you stay or go, okay? And literally it's like off with your fucking head at this point. Because I think you've pissed off more than just Bravo moms. You've pissed off autistic mothers of autistic children. You have pissed off a whole lot of people, like a whole thing of people. Like, you have pissed off a lot of people. And I don't think that you can talk your way out of this one, because you misspeak a lot. You say a lot of fucked up shit. And it's like, oh, I'm so sorry though. No, because you know that, I don't know if it's, you know that you can't get, like, Ryan's not going to sue you right now. But you know that, so you're just going to keep running your fucking mouth, and like, you think that it's not going to come and it's somehow going to bite you in the ass, because like I said, we say whether you stay or go. And shit, I've got a whole campaign to get rid of you. But anyway, I mean, listen, you want to stay and not have any friends? Fine. You want to stay and look like a liar pants and attack somebody who just attacks people. And literally everybody's like wondering, like, why does she continue to call Shannon a liar? And Tamra knew, okay, this is the other thing. Tamra knew this text message existed because Shannon called her and said, oh, by the way, Tamra, I found this text message that proves that I'm not lying and that Alexis is lying. And Tamra held on to that and said nothing. She didn't come back and stick up for Shannon. She didn't say a goddamn word about it. And I don't understand why, And it's like, Jen's like, Tamra kept this text message secret because she's focused on making Shannon look bad. We don't know why. It's all crazy. She thinks it's like some kind of superpower. And it's like, she's like, Katie, or she tells Katie, Tamra tells Katie that Shannon says all these things that make people feel bad for her. When does Shannon say, sharing her life makes people feel like, I'm so confused by your fucking logic. Like, please, can you just do a goddamn episode of your stupid little podcast that you fudge your fucking numbers and tell me why you and your little dog explain to me what is your goddamn problem? Where do you think that you and Shannon have ever been friends? And if you say, oh, I was never her friend, I was using her the whole way, then you're an asshole. You're a complete fucking asshole. So don't come off and say, oh, I was never Shannon's friend. What happened? What are you so angry about? Why do you want to take your best friend down? Why do you want to look like such an asshole? Don't say it's for Bravo, because we're not here for it. Like, we're not. Are you guys here for this? Are you here for what she was going to do to Shannon and what she's been doing to Shannon? Are you here for what she's been doing to everybody? Nobody can understand why she does this, right? But everybody still wants to be her friend, right? Now we have Heather comes up to talk to Shannon. She's like, by the way, Shannon, you shared all these things on Jeff Lewis's show, or you didn't tell me the truth about how you felt about John or something. And Shannon's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You sound dumb. So I went on Jeff Lewis, and he said to me, he pointed out that Jeff pointed out that John didn't, he heard the accident, but he didn't come out looking for me. And even when the dog showed up and the cops, he still didn't call her. So, okay, right? So she comes to Heather and shows a bloody picture because she thought that she could confide in Heather because, again, Heather keeps getting attacked. And she's like, you know what? Heather's my friend. I guess I'm going to find her. And it's like, she told you she didn't know how she felt about the whole John thing. She didn't know if John heard the accident. What in the where does that, the same thing that you said, she's not telling you the truth about her feelings about? Whatever, dude. Sure. Okay. Sure, Jan. Shannon, Tamara, I'm sorry, Heather, I see I'm getting all confused. Heather, you're not doing yourself any favors by switching teams. That's exactly what you did. The Mean Girls it's not a Mean Girls Club. There's only one of them. So, and Gina and Emily, they're like, I don't know. They got to go. I'm done with Laverne and Shirley. I'm done. Jen's probably got some cool friends we could pull in. You know what I mean? We gotta pull in some cool people. Maybe the girl who is the girl? What is her name, guys? That Jim Bellino is dating. We know who she is, guys. It's like all right on the tip of my tongue. You guys know exactly who she is. She was just on the show. They were just at her house. Remember, they used her house in the beginning of the season. Guys, tell me her name. It's making me crazy. Instagram, help me out. Jim's dating this. She's beautiful. God darn it! I feel like such an asshole forgetting her name. God damn. Remember, she had a crazy ex-boyfriend and there was a whole phone 911 call, but she's rich and they just had her. I don't know. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I know you do. Oh, Krista, I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, I just saw it today, but they look really cute together. He's been posting pictures with her. We'll have her back on the show because she was on the show before. She was a one-hit wonder. I don't know what happened, but I liked her. She came on when Kelly was on. So, Krista, God, what is her name? Hey, Siri. Let's see if Siri knows. Housewives of Orange County. Jim Bellino is dating what housewife?
Here's what I found.
Here it is. Deborah. Oh my God, no, it's all right. Okay, just remind me at the end because I know exactly what you guys. I know you know exactly what she is. Anyway, she's blonde hair, and well, I think they're a good match. I at one point was gonna I was watching his eyes just for the bushes, trying to figure out what the hell, who is Alexis Bellino, I can't even see these two being married. I just can't. I like him a lot. He's just very down to earth. He's very humble. He's very he just talks to you he does lives, right? And he's just very honest, and he just he's like, I don't have a lot of followers. He's so cool, but he takes everybody's advice and he's interactive, and we know that we like people that interact with us. I realize that too. That's why I always have live chats going. I like talking to you guys. So that's what he does. He's really cool about it. And I'm saying, when has Tamra ever done that? When do we ever see Alexis doing that? I don't care about, again, back to the John Jansen thing. I'm sorry. I keep going back and forth. I'm just I have to start talking about this episode because I just can't get over this crap that I don't know. I love the fact that Jim is dating this chick and she's a Bravo celebrity. And you know what? I can't figure out who Alexis Bellino is. So on the show, I don't know. I don't think she might stay. I don't think she should. I mean, she didn't give us anything to give us. She tried to give us John Jansen. We didn't care about him. We didn't want him. We don't really care. We got an extortionist. We saw who John Jansen really was. We kind of really saw who Alexis was. And she's just very shallow and empty when it comes to friendships. And she just didn't show, this is not, and if somebody says this isn't her best self, then oh, well, that's on her. You only had one season to show us that you are a normal person and that you're not just worried about just some guy. You know what I mean? I forget who she was on the show. So, I mean, if she's a godly woman, we have no idea because she's given us nothing but John Jansen. And I'm done with JJ squared. So you had one chance to show us who you were. Tamara had one chance to be there for me at my worst, and she screwed it up. And all her friends and all the castmates are starting to see it. They're like, why is Tamara doing this? And she had the information about the text message, right? So then Heather was talking to Shannon about this stupid thing with Jeff Lewis. It's like Shannon's trying to defend herself. This is Shannon's birthday, by the way. This is London trip, okay? Shannon keeps storming off and like having to like go to her room because she's getting attacked by these fucking bitches. And I'd be like pissed that this is who I'm spending my birthday with. It's like, at this point, I hope at one point they get together before the season and they just say, I'm going to fuck you over. And then, just say who's going to fuck who over and about what. And just because listen, like I would be going on the show knowing that this is going to be a shit show. So anyway, I don't know, arguing with Shannon about the notes that John wrote to her about the money. And it's like, what the hell? Then we have Gina. She's mad at Heather because Gina stews over Heather's actions, right? She's like, I feel used. I think Heather used me. And Heather is like already on Gina's like shit list, right? And she's like, Jen comes to her defense also too. She's like, Heather was questioning why Jen would buy the $2,000 dress, right? And it's like literally the Shannon's tea party. And Heather's already like, Gina's like, Heather, who are you calling Tamra talking about Jen's dress? She tells Jen the whole thing, the whole situation, how it all went down, and how like Tamra and her were literally talking shit. And it's like, again, just because she only gets $6,000 a month from her husband, that is not her whole income. Again, don't clock my fucking money. I'm a housewife, okay? I'm on this show, and my dude's rich and takes care of everything, and you will buy me a $2,000. Bitch, I'll wear $5,000, $10,000. I'll wear $25,000 sunglasses if I fucking want to. Bitch, stop clocking my goddamn money. Because you said you made $16 million a month, and I want to know if the IRS fucking knows about that again. So if you make $16 million, more than $16 million, so you say, Tamra, unless you're a liar, then you shouldn't be doing, what are you doing on a damn show? Like, and if Eddie can retire, all this claim of all this money, I don't think you're fucking making. If you are, you're not claiming it. Let's see if you're claiming it on your taxes, okay? So pointing at you, literally the fact that you point out that there's stress in Janet Ryan's household because of the FBI. Again, Tamra, why can't you just let this shit go? Katie's like trying to explain that maybe Ryan bought the dress, right? Because here we have Tamra. She's in the room coming in. She's like, oh, I said it, but we're just worried about you because you said you only get this, blah, blah, blah. And Heather and Tamra. And it's like, wait, you mean girls? And Jen's like, well, that last year my stuff wasn't good enough. So last year I was getting shit on because my stuff wasn't real. And then this year my stuff is real and you got shit to say about it. Because you're clocking my goddamn money. Stop. And it's like Gina's trying to make something out of, I don't know, making something out of what Heather's doing. And Heather's questioning Jen. And then we have like everybody's questioning Tamra's about her friendship with Shannon. And she keeps fucking telling Shannon to shut the fuck up and get the fuck out of here. And every time Shannon tries to defend herself, so Shannon storms off 3 times. Okay. And the fact that I do love Jen and Shannon's friendship. I've noticed on Watch What Happens Live, Jen and Shannon have a true friendship because, again, Shannon was on Watch What Happens Live and they're like, and Jen doesn't have a job. And they're like, yes, she fucking does. Shannon's like, can we just stop all this right now? In fact, she's like, the job is called Real Housewives of Orange County. Okay. That is her job. And if she didn't, she owns a yoga studio. And if she didn't, Ryan will take care of her. And if he doesn't, her parents will. And if not, she'll get another job. Don't worry about me. Don't clock my goddamn money. I'm going to sue your asses for real. You know what I mean? Shannon, everybody talked about you and your $75,000. I don't think that she's broke. I just feel like she doesn't have to pay this motherfucker back or pay him half back, right? I don't know who gets a facelift for $75,000. I feel like that is outrageous. I mean, Shannon looks fine. I think she looks amazing now. Her lips get a little bit too, but that's not $75,000. You know what I mean? Maybe in Hollywood or in LA, that's the price. But I mean, my 12 on my face, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's about, a facelift. I think that's about what you should spend on a facelift and be happy with it. I'm 47. Shannon's like, 60? She looks great. So, but I do feel like a lot of it's fillers and Botox, which is fine. But I don't know, 75,000. And maybe it's broken up into like different borrowing this year. Again, pay him half back, but it's not even Alexis's business, again, to bring it the fuck up. Who are you, Alexis? We need to know who the fuck you are. Like, you're coming in so hot with all this, like, oh, Shannon wouldn't be in this position if she didn't fucking do this in the first place or start in the first place. And everybody's like, well, wait. Well, what did Shannon do, Alexis? Oh, she borrowed money. No, she didn't. He offered it and she took it interest free because he said, I wish I could get you an interest free loan. Well, motherfucker, you just sold your business. Fine. All of that is between them, even if it had to be paid back or not. Alexis, shut up. The trip is paid for by Bravo, by the way, you dum-dum. So it doesn't matter if Shannon can't. You should afford this trip, then you should be able to pay my future husband back. Last episode. Ugh, it's like, Jesus Christ, can we just stop with JJ Squared? Just go and be with JJ Squared. Just, nobody wanted to care. Listen, again, nobody fucking cared about John Jansen's reputation. I don't know who lied to you. Again, nobody told you that we cared about that. So I don't know where that's from. John, nobody wants you to clear your name. We don't give a fuck about your name. All we know is that you weren't a good guy to Shannon and you're a good guy to Alexis. Great, wonderful. Alexis has a great guy that used to be Shannon's boyfriend. Okay, fine. Can we just literally move on and get rid of her? Like I know, like I said, know more about Jim Bellino than I do about Alexis, and he's not even on that damn show anymore. It's like she's too good to do anything like a lively. You would think that they would get on these lives or something and like explain their stupid ass behavior. Like, I need to know what the fuck they're thinking. Because if I'm wrong, like if I'm literally like, am I delusional? Or is this bitch fucking literally trying to take Shannon out? Does Tamra not relish in Shannon's defeat? And doesn't she literally want Jen Ryan to fail so badly? What are you making us not see? It's like, look here. So you're not looking at my life. And like Jen said, what's he do all day? Oh, he sells weed, 16 million. Okay, great. Does the IRS know that? Okay, great. But you're not a liar. Then the IRS knows you make more than 16 million a month because that's what you claimed. You claimed that Eddie makes more in a month in his weed business than Ryan allegedly borrowed from Otani. Okay, so you said that was 16 million. So Tamra, let's make sure the IRS knows that that's how much money you goddamn make. Your claim, by the way. So, hey, Terry. Hey, guys. Hey, Lady Virgo. Sorry. I'm just going down my notes so I don't get Jenna fucking. I know. I wish Instagram. I wish I could see your guys' comments, but hello there, over there. So, yeah. Anyway, I just, Tamra's pointing out everybody else's freaking problems, right? And, oh, yeah, Ryan, I'm going to the casinos all the time. And, his best friend's a bookie and blah, blah, blah. It's like, Tamra, really? Shut up. Like, this is the friend. It's like, what are you saying? What are you doing? Shut up. Nobody in your, like, why are you saying stuff like that? Even if that's true, shut up about it. Like people in Jersey know better. Like, don't talk about me. People being bookies. And first of all, are you claiming to know this information as a fact, Tamra? Do you need to be called into court now? Do you need to be called in? Like, literally, are you going to be deposed now? I think we should depose Tamra since she knows so much, right? I think she should be deposed. I think that she should literally back up what she says, because if it's not, it's defamation. Everything she claims about Ryan and gambling and what are they doing when they go to this place, and oh, they're going there after they leave here. Oh, you know what? Because they're getting engaged. Okay, they're getting engaged. Okay, so jealous or what? I don't know. It's like Jen's beautiful. She's literally like, and she's not dumb. She obviously realizes that Tamara's not her. And I can't stand these goddamn confessionals with Emily and Gina going, how many times you got to bop her on the head? It's like bop, bop, bop. It's like, Emily, what the First of all, Emily, what are you even doing here? You don't even go here. Emily and Gina, you don't even go here. Like, really. Jen's not getting bopped on the head. She knows better. She knows Tamara's a piece of shit friend. But again, she's got to work with her. Okay. And we already know how she literally has talked about, she's literally defamed Ryan. Seriously, wouldn't that be amazing? They need to do Survivor with Housewives. I was thinking that we would do like fantasy football with them, like somehow, but I don't know how fantasy football works. I didn't know how to work that in there, but definitely Survivor would work. Because at this point, I don't think that like, who's going to hang out with you, Tamara? It's like same thing with who's going to hang out with you? I'm not me. You're nobody's friend. You might be a producer's dream. You were, but not anymore. We're not with it. We're not feeling that shit that you're doing. Oh, his best friend's a bookie and blah, blah, blah. Again, shut up. Who are you? Like, really? Let's start digging into Tamara's life. Okay. Let's see if all her money's clean. It's like, I'm sure he's figured out his little misunderstanding. I'm sure it's all fine now. Okay. That's all you need to know, friend. Shut up, friend. You know what I'm saying? Shut your mouth. It's like, wow, man. And it's like, you can't even really sue her because it's like, I have to work with this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Tamara, don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. If they aren't suing you, it's not because they can't. It's not because they don't have a means to sue you. It's just because they, would rather probably move on with their life and not spend the money and waste it on you. Because literally, you should just literally shut your goddamn mouth. At this point, you've said it all. So mention it all. Getting her to shut up at this point, who cares? We know that there was some type of misunderstanding. We're all forgiven. We know that Ryan's a great guy. He treats Jen really well. He has shown us. He has offered, he's gotten her. He's making her his wife, and he took her kids in, and they're making it work, and she doesn't have to worry about him leaving her, because guess what? They're getting, she has the show. She has money for the show. So I don't know why Katie and Heather are starting to try to shift. I don't know. I mean, especially since Gina is the one who tried to sick Katie on Heather. So it's like, again, Gina, what's wrong with your face? It's like, again, she keeps pointing out how Heather hurt her feelings, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Heather's like, Gina, basically tells her, I think she said, so what did she tell her? Like, Gina references, like, Watch What Happens Live. And, oh yeah. And he was like talking about who wouldn't lose the most money on their home. This was a couple of years ago on Watch What Happens Live about Gina. And he's like, well, who would lose the most money if they sold their home? Basically trying to shade Gina having a small house. And Andy said, Gina, not Heather. Heather said, I'm not in other people's houses. So to bring that back up 4 years later, Gina, what are you effing talking about? What have you been thinking about for 4 years? So you mean to tell me you had this in your little, like, you put all these little things in a pocket somewhere, like in a little box in your head to use one day, like kind of like Tamra does? Because look at how she was going after Jen behind Jen's back before. She was doing things we didn't even know about. The background check and stuff. This is going to be very soft stuff. Hold on. I don't want the cool people to see me. Look, it's just me and my husband here. So I'm just, she's so obviously jealous. It's like, they can't stand the fact that Jen's not failing. And they can't stand the fact that Alexis isn't taking Shannon down. And how sick in the head is that? That is sick in the head for Gina. I feel like Gina, Tamra, and Emily are like this, like, mean girl club. And maybe trying to go Katie in and have, you know what I mean? But it's bullshit, okay? Heather's calling bullshit. And she's like, this is Heather. She's like, but Heather's doing the same thing. She's bringing up stupid shit too. She's trying to call Tamra to be let me find something to be a mean girl about. Let me call Tamra and talk about Jen's dress. Like, and somebody else was like, you know what? She's probably gonna talk about the dress even now. Like, apologizes. Heather apologizes for it when, like, she's called out about it. But it's crazy. I'm so confused by Gina. And, like, I don't know. Gina is running really fucking hard for Heather, or on Heather. It's crazy. But she looks like she's on drugs. Something's wrong. All right, I'm gonna literally just pull this up so you guys don't think I'm just projecting or anything like that. Her face does not look well. She does not look well. So she's going to be pulled up first. I'm above it, because I'm telling you, something is up with their face. Like, she got a nose job or something, Gina. I feel like, and literally, it's like, I don't understand. Gina's like having a really hard time communicating her feelings, literally, about like how she feels with friendships with anybody, and it doesn't really like come out. Like, she's kind of like, she talked to Shannon, and she's like, Shannon, she's literally blown away about the fact that Heather and I'm sorry about the Jeff Lewis thing. I'm sorry. Let me just do this one thing, because Chris is getting out of I'm losing my mind here. Okay, Gina, I just want you guys to see this. I can't chew gum and walk at the same time. You know what I mean? And somebody said, did you hear about Gina, the whole domestic violence thing? Okay, I'm going to just, first of all, we're going to see this first. Okay, or Instagram, sorry. We're going to start here, okay, with the confessional that I'm shocked by. I'm shocked that this confessional is even here. What is this, guys? All right, view on Steamer. You guys can see that, right? Where am I at? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but this just looks wild to me. And the nose job, you can see something about her face, like indented. See it? See? It's different. It's definitely different. And there's I'm going to see some confessionals where she literally is, she just looks wild. Confessionals. She looks like she's on drugs. And she's just drinking out an awful lot. And I don't want to hear it's just when she's on the show or just when she's filming, because why would you do that? Yeah, so here's one from last year. Oh, come on. God darn it. Get out of here, Krista. She defends herself. Okay. I don't think so. Okay, look, you got to see the face. The face is just something up. See? Her nose, okay? Something is up. Okay. Do you see the difference? She looks crazy. Does she not look crazy, guys? Does she not look like a crazy person? I'm not crazy. She looks nuts. Okay. That's crazy right there. Crazy eyes. Crazy eyes. Looks cute there. Look at the face. Too much Ozempic. I didn't know she was on Ozempic. Definitely got a fucking nose job. Okay. She got a nose job. I'm not reading it. I'm just showing you pictures. I don't know if she's admitting to a nose job, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know. If I'm crazy, then just tell me. And also, Emily looks a lot different too. Yeah, I heard about all that. That's crazy. And I heard that the way she was saying it on the show, it was such a fake, like, what a fake thing. But I'm gonna try to get through this a little bit more. It was this episode. I love the fact that Jen stuck up for herself in the end, because I was losing my mind when I heard that. But so we get through all this, right? Tamra talking shit on them. So they literally get on this double-decker bus, Corinne and DeMar. Shannon, again, supposed to be Shannon's birthday. We're supposed to be celebrating your best friend, Shannon, right? But no, we're not. We're like literally attacking her. So Gina brings up the mammogram thing and says, Heather, I don't understand what happened at the mammogram thing. So this is, again, we're going after Heather for something that happened just recently. We went after her. This is Gina. Why am I so slow right now? Why am I so slow right now? I look like a workout robot, right? All right. Okay. Heather's like, this is absolute bullshit. Gina points out that part, right? She said, like the mammogram thing, that whole thing was bullshit. Heather, they were all getting mammograms together. And Heather's like, you guys didn't ask me if I was okay. And there was a whole misunderstanding with that. Gina brings that up again and says, Heather, I don't understand why you're upset about this. And Heather's like, what are you talking about? I told you how I felt. Again, I don't think Heather was really that upset about it. But again, we have this whole thing where like they're just going after each other. So they have the old time photo. We go Gina, Emily, Shannon, and Jen. So Gina, Emily, Shannon, and Jen. Jen and Jen are the only two real true friends here, I think. So they get an old time photo. That's cool. Then they start talking about how harsh Heather and Tamra are together. And Gina's like, this is where she looks like she's drunk or high or something. Try to communicate her feelings. And she's like, Heather is a control freak and she holds on to her feelings. And that's not true. You're holding on to your feelings. Gina, you were holding on to these feelings that Heather didn't know you had. Can I just tell you, motherfuckers, that your insecurities are not Heather's goddamn problem. They're not Heather's business. Emily's insecurities with her body, Gina's insecurities about her friendships and how have a good friendships. That's all Gina's problems. These are not a Heather problem. These are Gina problems and Tamra problems. They're not Jen and Ryan problems. They're Tamra problems. You see what I mean? So like all these things that you go to Heather about, they're not Heather problems. But Heather's being a mean girl, but they're not Heather problems. And Gina, you got to realize that. You don't sound like you make any sense right now. You sound really drunk. And I can't even try to begin to explain what your logic was, because you went to this whole thing and you said you feel gaslit. You're like, Gina tries to communicate her feelings, like I said, drunk, but I don't know. Control freak holds on to her feelings until the end of the world. Gina gets she's like, I can kiss it. I don't know. The group is split, which I like though. Jen and Shannon are like really true friends, I believe. Just talking about how mean everybody says, like Shannon's advice to Heather and Tamra is like, focus on your own fucking lives. Well, they don't, because they for some reason we can't figure out what Heather and what's his name? Terry. Yeah. Do they call the paparazzi? I don't know. Do they call the paparazzi? I don't know. But again, I don't know. It's like Tamara's not focusing on her. We have no idea what Eddie does. I really want to see this goddamn weed business. You drug dealing freaks. Like, you 16 million a month. Where are you selling this weed? And where at? Are you the highest? Like, they must be the biggest. Hey guys. Hey Luangela subs. Hi guys. Hey Luangela subs fans over on Instagram. I can't see your comments unless I come over here. If you're asking my opinion on Shannon, I'm telling you right now, I've been praising Shannon. I was worried about her. I feel like Tamra has completely broken their friendship. Like, that's severed. You only have one chance to be there for me at my worst. Shannon was at her worst last season or last year. And for her best friend to take the role of like this tough love, I'm going to call you an alcoholic on camera and I'm going to disparage on you on camera. The things that Tamra does are not something a friend does to Shannon. And Shannon, unfortunately, has to realize that Tamra was never her friend. And I don't know if at least Jen realizes that. But I feel like Shannon needs to realize that she was never her friend, and there's no forgiving her after this. Because when you take my word, the worst time I'm going through, and probably the hardest to be on a show with this guy's girlfriend who's extorting me for money and trying to ruin my life, and you're taking her side. This is my opinion. I know this is my opinion on Tamra, but this is what I'm saying. But she did this. Shannon literally made a series of horrible decisions. I wholeheartedly, she's accountable for it. I do feel like now that she realizes how effed up this was, I don't, whether it took her a long time to stop drinking, Tamra, that's your job to be there for her at this point. But you took that time and you fucked it up, and you don't get that back. So now you don't get the chance to, like, literally, that's my feelings. Like, Shannon is the strongest I've ever seen her to go through what she had to go through this season. Not only is she going over what's going on with John, she's never healed from her ex-husband. He's going through his own goddamn things. So their kids are like, wow. You know what I mean? And then you have Shannon on top of it having to deal with this piece of shit who won't sign. Again, Shannon did offer him the $75,000. Shannon's not broke, assholes. Just because John lent her that money, it was a loan, okay? Allegedly a loan. She probably shouldn't have had to pay it all back because they were boyfriend and girlfriend at the time, but it sure as fucking Alexis' business or anybody else's business to bring it to light and to call her this or call it and say Shannon doesn't have money because she didn't pay John back. John would not sign the goddamn thing. Does not talk about her. So Mr. Privacy himself would not talk about it. He wanted to hold it over her head just in case. John, hear me on this one again. I'm sorry, but nobody gives a fuck about your reputation. Nobody was really, you're not even relevant. It's not like we don't care. We don't even think about you. And after you did what you did, literally everything after that, you're a piece of shit. You showed us who you are. You went out you literally became Slade 2.0. You got a whole glow up with a tan and teeth. And I don't know what the fuck you did, but you slept in a tanning bed. You look like you're from Jersey. And all of a sudden you're like, Shannon should have never borrowed the money. What did Shannon do wrong, guys? She borrowed the money. What? That's what she did wrong. Okay. We know that Shannon did something wrong. That she left drinking. Why are you guys literally making it harder on her, saying that you have these videos? What is your angle? Like, what was Alexis's angle with this video? That's called extortion. You know what I mean? Blackmail. And why does everybody else have, it's not her business to tell everybody about it? So I feel like Shannon has really, if she didn't become, literally continue to drink, I wouldn't have blamed her because I thought that this was going to ruin Shannon. I truly did. I was so worried. I was so mad at Bravo. Just like Jeff said to Andy, why would you do that? But again, Alexis fucked this one up because Shannon didn't give her anything, really. And all we really got was John Jansen. And we don't give a fuck about John Jansen. Sorry. I care more about Jim Bellino than I do goddamn him. Because he showed us that you're just not a good guy. You're an extortionist. You might be a good guy to Alexis, but you based the whole relationship on hurting Shannon. You know what I mean? So you base this and then you wanted to pay her double not to go on the show. That's the funniest part I've heard. It's the funniest thing I've ever heard. You offered her double not to come on the show because you are so private. But then why the fuck did you let her come on the show and talk so much about your life with Shannon and all the things you were doing to Shannon? If you were willing to not have her come on the show, pay her double so she wouldn't go on the show. Alexis, this is allegedly with her and John. So you have the money to pay her double? But why the fuck? But you need that money back from Shannon to what? To blackmail her? Okay. Yeah, midlife crisis. I agree. Okay, so I keep jumping on and off, but again, the apologies mean nothing. These people, the apologies they're so empty. Take your all of you, take your apologies and shove them up your fucking asses. Literally, Gina, you're not sorry to Shannon for anything. Emily, you're not sorry to Jen. Nobody's sorry to Jen. You're all just fake bitches. Okay, Tamara's not sorry to anybody. Tamara's a two-faced bitch. You know this. She's probably run her course on Housewives. There should be a time limit. I thought that she literally realized that she was only a Hail Mary and, her and her little dog had to work out something with their podcast so they couldn't talk about it on the show. It's oh, God, just go away. Who refuses to be fucking fired? I swear, I've never met somebody who refuses to be fired like Freddie Hellenkamp. What are you doing? Why are you still here? I don't want to hear she's a good podcaster. You know what she does? Yeah, that's true. I was there. So she's literally Where's Waldo? Remember? Literally, Where's Waldo? She's everywhere. Teddy's everywhere, Freddie. It's every time there's a situation, she's got to back somebody. I was there. I know it's true. Kyle, I know it's true. Tamara, let me jump out of your purse. I know it's true. I was there. Okay, Waldo. You're like, where's fucking Waldo? You jumped out of Teresa's hair, remember? I swear, guys, at that wedding, I said, oh my God, there's Freddie jumping out of Teresa's goddamn hair. How, like, I was shocked. I was like, no, figures of Bravo cameras here. Of course she's here. Of course, it's wallflowers. I mean, literally. Well, guess what? According to her, they are. According to her, they're making over 16 million, more than 16 million a month. So Eddie's a bad businessman. Oh, good. Ryan's probably right. I want to know if the IRS knows. What the fuck? Can we find that out? Anybody? Is my mods here? Can you guys do a little deep dive real quick to see if the IRS knows how much? Let's see what Tamra says her worth is, because I don't think that's what she literally plays the IRS. With the IRS thing will come up, right? So her claim is more than 16 million a month. Okay. Let's just remember that. We got to remember that number because, again, so Alexis 2018 was a part of the lawsuit. So that's the liar pants. You're a liar pants, Alexis. I love to say, what are you going to say about it? Tamra said nothing. Why didn't Tamra say shit? She told Shannon to shut up. She basically went after Shannon for this. I mean, honestly, like Shannon's like, this is my trip. And she's like, Tamra's main goal is to hurt me. And I felt bad for Shannon because Gina brings up this game in front of all the women. So it's like all the ladies that have like men, of course. And Gina's like, let's, that's what she's like, where's fucking what? I'm telling you, kind of like Corey Gamble. You see him in pictures with every goddamn hip hop person alive. And he's at every death scene. Like, where's motherfucking Waldo? That's what literally, they're always there, Just like Jenna motherfucking Broke. Jenna fucking Broke is Jenna fucking Lyons. I love Jenna fucking Lyons, okay? I'm starting to really like Jenna fucking Lyons, but I believe she's Jenna fucking Broke. Because why the bitch? Again, these are the things that bother me. Why are you not telling me why you haven't paid? Just tell me why you didn't pay the Uber bill. That's all I want to know. Why didn't you pay the Uber bill? Jenna, why didn't you have your own card to pay for an Uber? Why was just answer those questions for me. Why didn't you pay it back? It's embarrassing. Okay, then tell me that you're not Jenna motherfucking Broke. Okay, back to these guys. So back to Tamra. What do we want to do with her? I think she needs to be sued and get off the show. I'd like to know if the IRS knows she makes 16 million. She doesn't need the show. This is actually probably who she really is. Because think about it, if she makes more than 16 million, she doesn't need the show. So she's not acting desperate, right? So she's really a cunt. You know what I mean? Like she's really just that much of a cunt. She's got a pattern and she does it. And Emily knows it. And Emily's like digging, like literally, she's like, yeah, Tamara's got zero compassion for Shannon. So do you. Either do you. Just because your confessionals sound okay. That's what I can't stand. Stop sticking up for them in the confessionals. Stick up for her in front of her face, in front of Tamara's face. That's what I cannot fucking stand. That these bitches are going to sit there in these confessionals and talk about how horrible Tamara is to everyone, but not say shit to her fucking face. Like when she's saying shit, when Shannon looked at you all, when she was going after her, why didn't you say something? You know what I mean? No one respects Eddie. I don't respect him at all anymore. After that dinner, the way she acted, drunk or not, she was high on something. And you know what? Go for it, man. Listen, I don't care about you doing drugs. You guys know this. I say this all the time. I don't give a fuck. Do drugs all motherfucking day long. Don't be a liar, a thief. Don't make it society's problem. Don't make it fucking known. Do not bring drugs to my house. Don't drop drugs in my house. Keep the drugs away from my house. I can fuck up all by my goddamn self. But literally, like, she was naked, wasted. That chick was naked, wasted. Remember how she kind of drugged? It was her idea to drug Gretchen. Is there a statute of limitations on that? Because now we would be not Bravo would not let that happen because they got her wasted. Like she, you know what I'm saying? Curvy, listen, Tamara's got to go, man. How dare her fucking do a background check? What is wrong with you? Clocking people's money. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? You know what I'm saying? Like, I am so proud of Jen for standing up to her. But, Shannon turns the tables on Tamara, basically. And, it's like, she came out, she told Jen how Tamara did the background check on Ryan. So Shannon saves everything. And it's like absolute proof and receipts and timelines that Tamara's a fucking CUNT. Same thing with Lisa, by the way. I got a couple of text messages in between our shows, and yeah, Lisa absolutely told. We got the proof. Okay, so like literally, like they make what 600,000 about. Okay. I want to see what it says about Tamara making most for her weed business or whatever, because she says 16 million. Okay, so let's just go by unless she's an effing liar. Okay, should a whole background check. All right. So anyway. I'm sorry, Jen, I'm starting this. Oh my God, I'm getting mad. Jen finds this out, okay, because Shannon tells her, and it's like Jen immediately is like, No fucking way. And I'm like, oh my God, no. Like, you just, holy shit. Like, I'm like, wait, let's hold on a second. Let's just breathe. Hold on, Jen. Let's think about this for a minute. Let's do, you know what I mean? Like, let's stop and like, but she did not back down. She walked right in there and literally was like, Tamra, did you do a background check on Ryan? She's like, no. And she's like, how dare you? How dare you? I don't fucking believe you. I saw it. I swear to God. Jen's like, Tamara's like, I swear to God. She's like, Jen, I swear. She's literally swearing that she did not do this. Jen's like, take accountability for it. Take accountability. How dare you run a background check on Ryan? And she's like, I saw it. I saw it. Tamara's like, that was 3 fucking years ago. And she's like, and a private investigator. She's literally talked to a private investigator. She actually says this. Jen's like, are you fucking kidding me? You literally said you ran a background check. You had a private investigator. You asked them about Ryan. And you said that he told you that Ryan was a bookie and that he goes to Vegas, blah, blah, blah. Like all this stuff, the whole misunderstanding that we keep talking about. So this is like how she treats her friend behind the scenes to Shannon, who she's now doing the same thing to. Literally trying to dig up dirt on Ryan and Jen, wanting her to fail so badly. It's like Jen's like, what is wrong with you? Like, why do you want me to fail? And you know what she goes? My problem's not with you, it's with Ryan. What? Your problem is with Ryan. Okay, because they didn't want to fuck you. Oh, at the weed place. Well, I mean, I want to know what she makes. Like, how much do they make a month? Like, or weed business? I don't even. We probably can't even find it. Why am I making you live? I know. Well, I mean, let's be honest, right? Like, she's got Freddie, right? And she's like, Freddie. And Freddie's like, what, Tamra? Tamra's like, I went to the therapist. Oh my God, Tam, what's wrong? Huh. He said, well, I took a test and Tam, what's wrong? I'm on the autism spectrum. Oh my God, Tamra. Yeah, that's why I've been so mean and I have no empathy. And it takes 2 years to get a diagnosis. I might have ADHD. Not that it mimics all kinds of other symptoms like I'm a fucking gaslighting, narcissist, abusive, bad friend, none of that. Like basically, you know what I'm saying? Like not the fact that you've literally shown empathy in scenes. Like we've seen you show empathy before. Like it's crazy to me that you was like, I don't know, like that podcast with them saying it, I was like, oh, like and then apologizing for I don't think, I mean, no, you set that up. Like that was premeditated. Okay. That was definitely premeditated because they're the worst actors in the world. So your apology means nothing. Okay. Nothing. You purposely did this. You thought about it and thought it was a good idea. And what therapist told you that it was a good idea that you had an absolute diagnosis of autism on the spectrum? I'm sure everybody's probably a little bit, we're all a little nuts. I'm not going to, talk about chemtrails and all that, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of things and reasons, but we all have literally risen above, like, it's called growth, Tamra. Like when you grow and you rise above and you have like a higher vibrational path that you choose, just like Jen and Ryan have, you can't stand that it's working for them, that they're choosing the right path and everybody's choosing light and love except for you. You're choosing to be like a two-faced little cunt and literally go after people with what? Like, I don't know how do you not have like a life? Like, what do you do? Like all you talk about is how horrible everybody else is. And like, Shannon's an alcoholic and I can't stand her and I've been put up with this for years. What? So your best friend that you've been in business with, you've been putting up with it for years. You're the alcoholic weirdo that's like naked half the time, not Shannon. Shannon hasn't healed from an abusive relationship that you seem to want to like throw in her face constantly. And then John, you love the fact it's like, I can't stand it. Just like Teresa and Jen, they literally celebrate your fucking flaw, like your downfalls. And I hate people like that. I hate friends like that. She's nobody's friend. And you know what? If you can accept that and be, on the show with her. But when she's starting to literally dig into your absolute, like when you're just like, fuck this bitch, I don't need to talk to her. We're on the show together. I'm going to sue her. She's not anybody's friend. I don't need to fucking talk to her. You want her on the show? I ain't talking to her. I don't know how that'll work, but like that, it's like nobody wants to really take any kind of like, I don't know, stand against Tamra. It's like time literally for her to earn up to everything that she's literally done to all of them. She definitely had her hand in, definitely with Katie. I'm pretty sure she probably said to somewhere down the line had orchestrated the Gina thing, calling the paparazzi, had everything. I just feel like Tamra knows better. And I don't know if she doesn't care about friendships in real life. I don't know if she doesn't care about lawsuits because, I mean, honestly, when she spouts off at the mouth, like her crazy rants and stuff, like she knows that she's going to get sued. She can literally get sued. And I hope there's like no statute of limitations. That's what I was trying to think. But yeah, she takes no accountability. If you ask Tamra, it's like it's like deny until you die until you show her the proof that you actually said these things. That was 3 years ago, all semantics. That's not the point, Tamra. You know what it is? It's the principle. Just because you couldn't get it done, just because you couldn't find anything, or you couldn't get any background checks, just because you tried, you talked about it, you had intent. Do we not understand? Intent means everything. Like if you fuck shit up and like it's an accident, it's all depends on your intent behind it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that Ryan had any bad intentions with Jen. He has no bad intentions. Like everything he's ever said and done on the show, he's never ever gone after any of them until literally this season. Ryan stayed quiet, I believe, last year after everything with Tamra. Like we could not catch a break with like she was literally boom boom with Jen. Like I don't know, man. Like she went in there like she was that other girl, the other friend that they had, that dick pic guy, the whole word dick pic. So she also can't stand the fact that they make merch. Like they make merch out of the fucking of all the shit that she does. Yeah, I don't think I mean, listen, she needs to do a lot. I looked into it too. There's so much to dig into it that you can't just, maybe she is, but that's like a broad statement to say. You know what I mean? Like what part of it? That's not even good. I don't even talk about it anymore. Like I feel like that is one of those things that's like, I can't even. Yeah, exactly. Like she's offended a whole other group of people too. Not only Bravo can't stand her. Again, it's like we're not invested in her anymore. We've seen who she is. Again, at our age, people show you who they are. And every single one of these bitches have now shown us. And it's the truth. Like, I'm sorry, Shannon, that you had I feel so bad, but I feel like, she's going to probably take a hold of her drinking after the season's over. This is hard. This is hard to deal with. Like, you're with some cunt that's like fucking going after you like that. And she's supposed to be your friend and you have to film it. Think about it. And you have to watch this girl try to take you down. And like, of course, she had to go to bed because this is what they did. So Gina decides in front of Shannon to let's call our husbands and make them say they love us or some sexy thing, like all this in front of like Shannon, right? This is one part I wanted to get to. Sorry, I forgot all about this. So they do this, right, in front of Shannon, and they're all calling and they're texting Ryan and they're texting Eddie and they're getting their responses, and Shannon's just sitting there, and they're laughing and joking and, oh, I love our husband. And they're like, oh, Shannon should. Emily goes, who's Shannon going to call? Archie? I was like, what? I was like, holy shit, did she just motherfucking Emily? Oh my God. Goodbye. Fucking good. Who are you? Who the fuck do you think you are? Who the fuck do you think you are? Shannon, please never talk to this bitch again. Who she should call Archie. And then Shannon goes to her room upset. They know she's by herself. They go and they party in their room like a bunch of 12-year-olds, half naked again. And Emily starts talking. Oh, a scene where she starts talking about her weight again, where now she's identifying as somebody who's a little bit heavier. Oh my God, what are you doing? It's like, you are so obvious. You are so blatantly, obviously desperate, thinking and thirsty. And it's like Emily forgets that her husband's family helped them out. He was not on the bar. He did not have the bar. The comment that she's making, yeah, you're right. It's so, yes, exactly. My niece has autism, and Q knows that's her daughter. Like she knows what it takes and what people, all that. It's yes. Yep. It's not even it's an excuse for her bad behavior. It's an excuse. And that literally, I don't know where she thought it was going to land. I don't know if she thought she was going to get sympathy. I mean, like, how did she think that was going to work? And why did she think that then saying to Jen, oh, my problem's not, because Jen's like, why do you keep doing this? We're cool. Why are you going to Jen's like, stay the fuck off away from me. I mean, I was like, wow. And she said, Tamra, shut the fuck up. And she's like, stop talking about my family. She's basically, shut the fuck up. Stop talking about my fucking family. She told her, this is like the best scene I've ever seen. And then literally, I got Heather going, oh, Jen found her voice. Jen's had her voice. Jen wasn't going to stoop to her level and yell and scream but this literally, it was called for. Jen has not yelled and screamed and said anything back to Jen or Tamra this entire time. They've done nothing but say to her, why are you doing this? Why Tamara's digs in front of people. You're this, you're that. And they're like, what are you doing? Eddie's telling her to shut up. And here she goes doing it again. You know what I mean? And this was years. I mean, still, Shannon, like, I'm glad that she showed Jen, but like the fact that you have no, like, I don't want to say she has no soul. She has a broken soul. Because you can say, like, is she a broken soul or she doesn't have any soul? She's definitely a fucking broken soul. She's picked a very low vibrational. She cannot get off of it. And Jen wasn't going to go down there because it's right now, 2024. We have to let go of anything that doesn't serve us. And if they want to continue to not serve us down here, that's fine. But you're not going to fuck with my life. Like, you're not going to come up here and try to fuck with my life because you're not welcome up here. Your like vibrational path is way down here. And you've proved it. Again, showed you who you are. Tamra had to literally take accountability only because you proved it. Here's the text messages of you saying you were going to do a background check on Ryan. Your semantics mean nothing. Your intent was there. It doesn't matter if you couldn't get it done. You literally sit there and going, oh, I couldn't. Just because you couldn't get the background, you know what I mean? And then you're like, even when you find out, oh, he's a bookie. Mind your fucking business, please, ma'am. Who the fuck are you? Like, mind your business, friend. You know, like, I can't deal with it, man. I'm like, why? I don't remember Gina. I'm sorry, not Gina. If Erin's in the chat, my ex who you saw you on Coast, if I ever liked Tamra, I mean, if I ever been on her side, I might have tried. Like, I'm telling you right now, like, I've tried to look and see like what is happening. Like, I tried to look at both sides. I'm trying to feel Gina's side. I'm trying to look at what Gina's doing right now. And I think that Gina is just, something's wrong. I think she's on something. And I don't know. I don't think she's making much sense with her arguments. It's like, why do you're like talking about how great you have it now, and you've put yourself in such a great position. You haven't sold a house yet. You have not sold one house. So do you think you're going to end up on like $1 million listing or something after this? Because you're like ready to be off with your head. Yeah, thank you, Q. She's just not a friend. We don't need her. Hey, Kat, thank you for coming back. I went through the episode, but it's like it's all about Tamra and how awful she is and the things that she's done. And it's like, people do not need these kind of toxic friendships on these shows, because it's like, again, they have to force them to do things that it's not natural. Remember how Housewives used to be? They had actual things going on in their lives that like we would go to and have like parties. Nobody's inviting these people to their fucking birthdays and shit. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not actually. They take that back. Shannon had no choice but to spend her goddamn birthday with a bunch of bitches, except Jen, that's her friend. But a bunch of bitches aren't her fucking friend. And yeah, maybe you all agree. I think you all should just get together in the beginning of the show and say, I'm going to talk about who's going to fuck each other over, and just go with it, until the season's over. And I don't know, be friends after. I don't know. I get even if I agreed to let you go after me because you're making my answer. There is an element to this where it's what we want to see. Like, we obviously want to see things, but like, we don't need the other people exposing it. You know what I mean? So it's like this whole like, oh, expect everybody about your life. It's great. We're not judging. We want you to be honest. Like, as long as you're honest, we're not judging, right? I mean, I'm not anyway. I just feel like the people that are trying to be like, don't say you're somebody's friend and just go in there and then you're secretly looking up their background stuff. And it's, again, Tamra, tell me why. What broken you? Like, with the same thing with Teresa. What made you think that we wanted you to go after the people that you assume are weak? Because that's what she does. She thought Shannon was going to be the weak one. She thought Jen and Ryan were the weak ones. Jen and Ryan are not the weak ones. Jen and Ryan are just the higher vibrational ones. They just don't, like, literally, they're just looking down at, like, our perspective is much different, Tamara. We're just like, you're such a loser. You're literally acting like a fucking a fake bitch on camera at your 60-year age, right? Acting like my friend and thinking people are buying it, and I ain't buying it. And we know Bravo ain't fucking buying your shit. Jen knows that you're not her friend, and she expected you to fuck her over. I'm sure she did. I'm sure she was waiting for it, and you did it. And Shannon probably assumed that you'd fuck her over too, because you probably weren't her first fucking phone call either. You best friend of yours. Like, how dare you revel in their fucking defeat? It's so disgusting. Like, Shannon literally was waved the right flag, and you know what? She's probably going through it, like, really, like, to have to watch this back, and they just filmed the reunion. I'm sorry, John Jansen, he looks like an idiot. He looks like a fucking fool, a tan weirdo with his teeth, his fake tan, and all he says is, Shannon should have never borrowed the money. Shannon has a strange relationship with the truth. It's like, who are you, dude? You don't even go here. Like, you don't even go here. But Anyway, Jim Bellino is dating. God, guys, what is her name? I'm so bad at this. How do I not remember this? I just saw it. Her name is what's her face? Oh my God. Hold on, Jim, who are you dating? What's her name, guys? Oh my God, Krista. Oh, here he is. 3 posts already with her. Okay. Oh wait, they're not dating. I lied. Oh my God, they're not dating. I lied. Oh my God, Jim, I'm sorry. You're not dating her. He just made a thing. All right, so everybody thought they were dating. Let me just show you what I have. Okay, I apologize. Brian, can you please tell Jim that I was literally just assuming they were dating just like everybody else was? I want to show you guys with the pictures. That's why. I was not mad at it. And I can't remember. I still can't see your name because I'm blind. But I'm going to pull it up so you guys can see. So, yes, I'm live. I hate that I can't change my profile picture. No, I don't want to do that. Hold on. I want to share this with you guys. Share. Hi. Share screen. Yeah. Share this one. Okay. Now let's find Jim. Okay, because he's just like, no, we're not dating. End of story. Well, everybody thought they were. You'll know exactly who I'm talking about. She's really cute. There she is right there. He goes live a lot. Like they called it a love triangle. Oh, Jim. Sorry about that, buddy. Okay. What is this?
Big swells today. What is your purpose?
This is how cool Jim is. This is what I'm talking about with you guys. I said, well, I know more about him than we ever have. You know what I mean? Just, oh shoot, where'd we go? Okay, look how cool Jim is. This is every day.
In life, I really wake up every morning trying to establish really what my goals and my purpose is. And my purpose is to be the best version of myself. I'm pretty excited about self-awareness and self-introspection. And it really helps me to be optimistic. I'm excited about relationships. I'm excited about being the best version of myself. I'm really working on that.
I freaking love this. Because he's bearing all, you know what I mean? He's just telling us exactly, like, every day this is his, like.
What are you working on? Are you motivated when you get up in the morning? Are you excited? Or do you look forward to the future? Or are you focusing on the past? Let's all purpose in our life that we're going to be the best version of ourselves, because then we can find a significant other. Then we can be the best version of ourselves to our significant other. Purpose to be the best you can be. And try to listen to people when they give you advice about things that you can work on. Have a great weekend.
See? He's cool as hell. Now that was. There she is right there, guys. You know who it is. Hold on. Name. That's not her. Guys, why am I drawing a blank? What is her name? You guys know exactly who this is. Oh, God. Oh, Chris. I can't open this to see. Oh,
Good morning from Dana Point.
okay, so I'll just show you a couple more real quick that he does his lives. He does every day usually. I can't hear it. Oh, sorry.
Dana Point today. Pretty crazy. Today I want to talk about being wronged, or if you've wronged somebody or they think they've wronged you. You know, God's command for us is to do the same thing either way, and that is ask for forgiveness or forgive them. What I can tell you in my life is when somebody thinks I've wronged them, I'd rather just give the benefit of the doubt and let them be right, because
this is him. Is hot tub every day. Okay.
Feels better
podcast, being his normal good self,
to be forgiven or ask forgiveness and humble yourself than it does just to dig your heels in.
It's going to make a really good husband to somebody else or a good partner.
And be right. So if you
it's like, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy?
Have somebody in your life that you think or they think you've wronged them, ask for forgiveness. Move on in life. Yeah. Life's too short for us to be angry or have people angry at us. Just food for thought for the day. Hope you guys have an amazing day. And thanks for all the love. Out. Good morning. Big swells in Dana Point today. Pretty crazy. Today I want to talk about.
That's how cool Jim Bellino is. You know what I mean? This is every day. So yeah. So let's talk about accountability. Okay. So what do you guys say now? Elizabeth Vargas, yes. Tamra needs to go. Yeah, I agree. Tamra needs to go. Instagram, if you guys are over there listening, thank you. I apologize. I can't see all your comments, but if you are all listening, thank you. I'm sorry, Jim. I thought that you were dating Elizabeth. Elizabeth, not a bad idea. Wasn't I was all for it. He talks about dating a lot. I really think that maybe I suggested a dating game, but I forgot that I was in the comment section and I made it one of my really long manic. Like, I don't know. I was just like I was putting it out. I was just literally saying how it would go, but I forgot that it wasn't a DM. And I was like, oh, I got him in the comment section. But then it was so long, I look like a crazy person. So I don't think he probably thinks I'm an up job. But I suggested a dating game on Bravo or for him. We could do it remotely, right? But like we have Ryan and Jen, obviously, like, what's it called? Like, that if we find 3 girls like them, like, because they would know him better than any of us. Like we would find a bunch of girls that would like submit some like an application to date Jim or something. You know what I mean? Not application, but like, and we'll do like a dating game, right? And then Ryan and Jen can be like the people that like, find out because they know Jim the best, like obviously then more than we do. And like, kind of like vet the girls. That's what it's called, vet them. Because obviously maybe they would anyway, maybe like what I'm thinking. And then just like a dating game thing, right? And we could run it through here and find him a good girl. I was going to do it for Ryan Anderson because I think I'm a good matchmaker, but I would want the girls to like, write in and we put it out there because Jim's a good dude. He's on there every day. But I think Ryan and Jen would be good as like the people to vet them. Because I see how good of friends they are. But like, he probably used to be. I mean, you think he's still like that now? I think he's learned. He said his biggest failure in life was his marriage. Not per se, like maybe just marriage in general. Not just to Alexis, but he's learned a lot since then. And that's what he talks about a lot, how much he's grown. And that's the thing. Like some people have grown in the last, how long has it been since we met them? 12 years. Karen Huger too. That's what's making me want to talk about the sobriety thing, because I feel like Tamra's on. I don't know, and I need other people like other people that do what I do or have been have been around people that have addictions. Because sometimes I feel like maybe I just project onto somebody. Like I really feel like Tamra was doing something other than alcohol. The way she acted, the way she was talking, and all of that dinner. You know what I mean? Like, did you pop some pills or something? I don't want to hear I took anxiety medicine. That means you took a benzodiazepine, which is awful. Fucking Sandoval. Anyway, but I feel like, the people that I've read on the show, you can see it. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm being too hard on Tamra, but like, I don't know. I'm not. I'm not being too hard on her. She's had so many chances to show us that she's different. She could have literally came in and been a good friend. Like if she would have literally been Shannon's friend, I love that Vicky did this for not. Vicky showed who the hell Vicky was. Vicky showed us who she was. Finally, we saw that the true friendship that Vicky has for Shannon. And I feel Jen has a true friendship with Shannon. And thank God that she had them during the season. And I don't even want to say Katie, because I don't think Katie really was there for her. But the fact that she had them I saved Shannon, I think. I was so worried. You guys will watch my videos from later. I said, oh my God, this is it. They've killed Shannon. I said, they are going to destroy her by putting on Alexis on this goddamn show. What, he talks to her now, you mean? Or I haven't seen him talk to her at all. Like, have you seen them interact since the show? Or you got to remember how long ago that was. Like, he's obviously, I can see that he's changed. Now, I mean, obviously, I'm not in his fucking life. I don't know. Who the fuck really knows? But all we can go by is what they're showing us right now. And what he showed us before, and what he shows us now, unless you've seen something different. What I see now is a man who's like extremely accountable and extremely sorry and regretful, and has grown and learned from what he's done with his marriage from Alexis. I mean, obviously, if he didn't even want to be with her, even if it's just a failure of a marriage and you feel like you're a failure of a man, and he took every piece of accountability of what was his fault, the controlling everything. If you listen to his the way he speaks about his life, he does not blame her. You know what I mean? Like, he talks about how he's the biggest failure. And I do think that he's changed. And he said, good, he's happy for Alexis. He has kids with her. He doesn't want her to, not be unhappy. And whatever, if something is, she's stuck in the past and she's stuck in an old, I don't know, I'll call it an old timeline or an old, I don't know. She's getting stuck out of this old thing. She needs to get out of it and move up a little bit. Like she needs to excel. I don't want to say it. She needs to raise her vibration and get out of this. We got to save John Jansen's reputation because nobody gave a fuck about John Jansen's reputation, Alexis. We wanted to know who the fuck you were. Like I said, I know more about Jim Bellino than I knew about Alexis, goddammit. Like Alexis doesn't even come on and talk about how she fucked around. You know what I mean? This man's coming in here saying I messed up and I'm a good man and showing us he's like when he wants to date, he's talking about. Do you see the way he talks? Who would do that? He don't know us. That's so vulnerable. So again, it's like we know more about Jim goddamn Bellino now than we do about Alexis. So goodbye. You didn't make a good splash. Your splash sucked. Shannon did not fail. You didn't get her. You didn't extort her. I don't know. She should now not have to give you fucking shit. Because if a judge finds out that she offered you the money and you said no, she no longer has to pay you. And at least in the state of New Jersey, you have to accept any payment from somebody that you had sued and you have to give them the money, whatever, right? So basically, when she offered them the money and they said no, they wouldn't sign that thing. After that, I don't think she has to pay them. And you know what? Fuck it. At this point, I wouldn't pay them. That's what you get for my pain and suffering. That's what my facelift. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving Shannon permission to not pay this fucking idiot back. Because apparently he's got enough money to pay Alexis double her salary. So just do it. Get her off the goddamn show for us, please. She showed us nothing. Okay, goodbye. We don't care about Alexis Bellino. She was a Hail Mary. I don't know what the fuck she was. I don't know did Bravo want Shannon to be taken? Well, I guess they wanted Shannon to be taken out. That was the sickening part for me. And the thing about sobriety too on Bravo, I don't like what they do to Sonia. I don't like when she's getting drunk and naked. They focus the camera on her naked body a lot. And they stay on it. And then they air it. And then they act like that's okay. Like that's not a fucking problem. She's losing her mind on the show, drinking. And it's because of the rejection. I'm telling you, Sonia's going through so much with the fans that when she drinks on the Ultimate Girls trip, she was naked the entire time. She was taking her clothes off in a restaurant with no underwear and bra on, and they had to put her clothes back on for her. And Bravo's like, let's do another Ultimate Girls trip. Not blaming them, but don't focus the fucking camera on it. Are you pointing out that there's a problem? Because I'm saying, yeah, I see that there's an obviously problem with Sonia Rita is not fun Sonia anymore. I am really ready to talk about the sobriety thing, but like I do realize that there are so many people and it's so prevalent right now. And I don't even know where to start. I wanted to interview Carl. I want to interview Mike. I want other people to come on and help me host this because I don't want to be a projector. I need other perspective because again, I was an addict for 24 years. I still struggle. I will be honest about my addiction, but what we're saying, I don't feel it's ick. Like something's wrong, Tamra. And I don't want to hear that you just took anxiety medicine. Why did you act like that at that dinner? What made you act like that? What made you be able to talk? You couldn't talk. I don't know how to do the high. I don't know how to do it in a Xanax voice. I'll call it a Xanax voice. I don't know how to do it, but you had it. You were struggling for your words. And I don't think you made any goddamn sense. Nobody wanted to know that you saw Katie's asshole. Her husband sure as fuck didn't want to know that. And I don't think anybody wanted to know that the whole stuff. Why are you going after Ryan? It's weird. It's just strange energy. And I don't know where. It's definitely more than drinking. Because what you do, get drunk the second you got there? You sat down and all of a sudden you're out of it. You're not here. You're not on planet Earth. Eddie's telling you to shut the fuck up. And you're trying to justify what you're saying. And nobody's buying. Nobody's like, everybody's like, what is wrong with you? Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm sorry. You're Jen and Ryan's friend. You're at my house and you're attacking them about something that they have not spoken about yet. You know, they had a misunderstanding. Okay. Tamra, shut up. So that whole thing right there, I don't know, man. She'll never be accountable what she was on. Maybe I'm projecting. Maybe I don't know. Did she take a shot when she first got there? Maybe she did. I don't know. But maybe by the time I sat down, not an excuse. I can't walk into a courtroom and the judge go, oh, why did you do this? I was drinking. Oh, okay. Okay, you can go. If you're free to go, then it doesn't fucking work. I'm sorry. Hey, babe, mademoiselle, how are you? Thank you for coming. I'm disturbed by Tamara's behavior. I really am. I feel like there's something wrong with Karen. I feel like there's something wrong, and I don't want to be projecting because of my past and what I deal with, and I, go through my own problems. But I don't feel like that drinking was making Tamara talk the way she was talking at that dinner, just the way she couldn't get her words out. Hey, babe, thank you. I wish you could stay too. I know what's going on. I'm just, I really, I knew that I was going to talk about, I got to get the sobriety thing together. I just have to get the courage to ask people for news. I'm really, listen, like I said, there's people that get Lala, Carl, look at what they're up against and they get sober on Bravo, #1 shows, stay sober and do it right. They don't, they're not they're taking accountability for things. They're not blaming other people and they're getting shit, you know what I mean? Like, and then they don't ever even talk about Lala, right? Lala is, to me, we can say a lot of shit about Lala, right? But that girl took her, like, she got sober when she didn't even have to. I'm saying, when I say don't have to, meaning there's no court mandate, there's no person saying get sober or I'm leaving you, there's no ultimatum. She chose it and she did it and she kept it. And they don't focus on her sobriety. And I don't know why. Because when I watch Lala's podcast and she talks about her sobriety, I'm shocked they don't focus on that. Because she's a different person. She's a whole different person, not on Vanderpump. And I'm not mad at if they try to put her on the Valley. I don't want the fucking Lala that we had that went after Ariana. That was retarded. That was somebody lied to her and told her we wanted to see that. But then seeing her with her kid, she just had the baby. I'm like, family Lala, sober. And the thing with the sobriety thing, let me get back to it. Sorry. Nobody's ever celebrated that. And I feel like that is you guys don't understand. Somebody that doesn't struggle with addiction, right? To get sober as an adult and nobody's like mandating, you know what I mean? Like I said, I got sober for people 17 different times. 17 times I went to rehab for everybody else, the courts. And I'm talking about jail too. So all this time I'm supposed to get sober. I did it because I knew I wasn't going to stay sober. The second I got, and it wasn't until literally the last time until I actually died. And I literally was like, you know what? Something changed that day. And it's like, you have to want it. And I'm watching, and I don't know, I'm not saying that I don't have an addiction problem or they have to go to rehab. I just don't understand why Tamara is okay with the way she was like, what was with you? Don't tell me that you just walk in there acting like that. What the fuck? The cameras, nobody wanted that. Wow, that you think so? It was strange. She has an obsession with people's buttholes. I'm not trying to be disgusting, but when she says it, it gives me ick. Something's up. She's giving Tamara, I'm sorry. You know I don't like you and your little dog too. You fudge your podcast numbers, which is fine. There's a whole bunch of trade secrets we have all around here, but don't come up here and act like, oh, we get millions of dollars in listings. I'm sorry, millions of subscribers and millions of downloads. Fucking bitch, no, you don't. Your numbers don't match that. I'm not gonna even go into that. That's fine. I don't care. You're stupid pot. I don't know. You guys refuse to be fucking fired. I don't know what the fuck is up with that. If I was fired, I'd go away. I don't know. Teddy was so funny at BravoCon. Nobody. She had a microphone in her hand. Like, there's a kind of like a sip and repeat. And they stop and they give interviews to people, all the housewives. And then you see Freddie. Nobody, walking right past her. And I'm like, not only did I get dumped, but I'm watching her look like a fool. And I'm just like, see what I mean? When you run your mouth and you act like you're somebody that you're not, we don't like it. Bravo, we don't fuck around anymore. This is not table flipping days. I don't even know if we were cool with table flipping back then. I mean, I'm obviously Jersey. I'm around these people. I'm a table flipper, but I'm not on camera. I'm not on a reality show. I would definitely be 100,000% know that my friendships would be over if I was on a reality show. If I went on to any of these shows, actually, Jersey Shore wouldn't do that. It works because they are friends. Now, let's just look at this for a second. I know it's a totally different vibe, but look at how magical that show they are. That cast has been together since day one. They made millions of dollars back then because they had a magical connection. They've stayed family and friends. They are still doing the show. They're not at the shore, and they're making more now than they ever did. And it's a magical cast because they get the fuck along and they're there for each other. Imagine how the fuck we could do it. Imagine if the housewives did that for each other. They're all fucking confused right now. What we want. Don't realize it. Why do you think everything's getting like rebooted and paused and, people are getting like put on pause because we're not fucking we're not here for the fuck shit anymore. Like the shit that Tamara is done, the shit that Teresa was doing, the shit that like you're going after the weak ones that you can perceive as weak. And I'm just saying new people. Again, they're going to remember that. You know what I mean? It's like just because you think that you got her, you got somebody. Now what? You got him. Now what? Now you're just an asshole, right? Now you're just a friend you're nobody's friend. Like, I'm not going to fucking rob a bank with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tamara just is like, oh, I'm my housewife. That's what my job is. Okay. Your job is to fucking call people out their life. When you're actually their friend in real life, your job is to call them the fuck out and talk about what they've done, their misunderstandings. No, let's talk about how you said you make $16 million a month. I'm not over that. I'm not going to forget that you said that. Remember Kenya? You know what I can't stand about Kenya? She's not a girl's girl either. Remember after Bolo Gate, when she came out and told everybody what was going on behind closed doors? They had taped up windows for that thing. Bolo, we weren't able to see. The cameras were trying, but we couldn't get in. But then you got Kenya coming out telling everybody whose head was bopping, whose ass was going, who's this was who's that. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Whose friend are you? I just went literally. Like, we just had literally a bachelorette party, and here you are telling the whole world who fucked who and who did what. Like, what the fuck? No, Kenya, goodbye. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at her. I know that's not why she left, but I'm not mad at her. I'm not being here. I'm over the fucking your friend over thing. I'm fucking over it. I don't care about if you guys can say, oh, you're being too hard. No, I'm not. Like 13 years of Tamra showing us who the fuck she is, and we're just not believing her. No, I've always believed her. I know who the fuck she is. She's just a producer's dream. But the fact that she literally has now had Shannon back in her life, and like I said, you only get one. Shannon, that was the worst things that could happen. Shannon could happen on camera, literally in front of the entire world, on a show that she's a hit show she's still on, where she obviously needs some money because she's still on it. Her exes, this whole thing, destroyed her, and Shannon, and they're reveling in it. They literally want her to suffer, and it's sickening. Where the fuck? Like, okay, you want to play ball, bitch? Okay. Now we know. It's like, now we knew who the fuck's had it. Finally. She should just come out and say, I was never this one's friend. Or, you know what I mean? Just say, I'm here to play fucking ball. I'm not here to literally be friends. She should have just said that. But no, she's played it. She's been Shannon's friend this whole time. And this is tough love. Do you forget who you're talking to? There's so many of us that know that's bullshit. Do you know? Like, we're the ones who matter, you know? I know, literally, you're not a traitor. You're not a faithful. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You're a loser, just like your little dog, okay? Take your little podcast, like my little podcast. Keep talking shit like you know what the fuck you're talking about. You're nobody's friend, Tamra. Now everybody knows that. Now they don't have to fucking worry about it. Literally, this is the best thing ever. I told Ryan and Jen, she took the trash out for you. She legit did it. She took out the trash for you. You have no reason to ever be her friend. Nobody can ever say to you, just forgive her. No, she done fucked up big time. Like, my kids are going to watch this one day, and you're talking about our business and my misunderstandings with my best friend, Uncle Otani. Remember, my kids are going to see this. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Otani's not a bad guy. Tamra, it's a misunderstanding, asshole. Like, I know it's all over there, but like, the last thing you need is somebody in your life saying that shit on camera that because her kids don't talk to her because of this shit. So, which I think Tamra literally wants everybody else's life to be just like hers, where her kids don't speak to her. Her ex-husband thinks she's a fucking asshole. Her new husband, who knows what the fuck he thinks? I don't know I don't know what this dude said. What is that? Well, now he has no life, right? So all he does is sell weed. Okay, so you literally are now a fucking drug dealer. Okay, great. You're a drug dealer. So you say, running your mouth, 16 million. I'm pretty sure you don't account for all 16 million, Teresa. Yeah, Tamra. Because again, I don't forget, you claim that. I'm not going to forget. You make more than he said he stole from Uncle Otani. He did. It was a misunderstanding. Okay. It was for Christmas presents for the kids. Okay. Don't worry about it, Tom. Friend, don't worry about what happened. Okay. It's all taken care of. It's all good now. You don't got to run your mouth and go, oh, I make more a month than you did, and you stole. What? Nobody stole anything, you fucking weirdo. Shut up. That's the kind of friend you don't want. The one who fucking tells your whole... And literally, even if you're trying to be there for him, repeating what you've done, too, that's another thing. Or telling me how, like, I don't need to know, like, oh, I did this. I don't know, blah, 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 blah. I don't need to know. It's like, like, if you got drugs, I don't need to know where you got them. Please, like, just don't, like, I can fuck up all by myself. I have, like, cut more. I'm sorry that I'm just, I got to just say it, Jersey, because, like, I guess that's how we are here. And maybe it's a Sagittarius thing that when you fuck me up bad enough where I can't, like, there's no going back. There's no going back. And maybe I've figured 5 or 6 people in my life, probably more than that. All of my bridesmaids. I mean, listen, like I said, I'm not going to keep saying I can fuck up all by myself. I love you, Desiree. You know that. Desiree's the only one that keeps coming back in my life. I love her to death. And that's it. She's the only one I keep taking back because we just, you know, I understand. Listen, I'm not an asshole. I understand addiction. I'm not a fucking hypocrite. I've been fucked over by the best of them here in Jersey. Like, and I'm not proud of it. I always said to these bitches, look, I'm not perfect either. This is Real Housewives of Methville. You all done fucked up. Listen, even if I did drugs, you wouldn't even know about it. Like I said, you can do them all day long. I'm not mad about it. What I'm mad about is when you fucking act like a fool. Like, you're not on camera and literally, oh, I saw our asshole. It's like, and then they did that whole thing where they get naked at nighttime when they left Shannon in the room by herself, and they're acting like they're having a drunk fucking sleepover. I love when we could do this at nighttime. You love at 60 where you get half naked. I mean, yeah, maybe our cast trip, maybe we would have a good time to sure all of us. Maybe we'd have one night of slumber parties, but we're not going to video it. We might do a live for about 5 minutes, but I don't want to see anybody's ass. I don't see anybody's boobs. I don't see your boobs, Tamra. I don't want to see you kiss anybody. I'm not interested in what the fuck you got going on. I'm not. Like I really don't. Like once you said that shit to Shannon, I'm like, ew. Again, she gives me the ick, and she's has no reason to go after Jen and Ryan, and I want to fucking know why. Get on your goddamn podcast, mouth, and answer the questions. Why'd you do what did Shannon ever do? Don't say it's tough love. Don't say you've been there for her and you're tired of being there for her. Everything that you said is wrong. In my opinion, if you ever went to Al-Anon, Tamara, tough love is not what you did. What you did is like destroy her character. You made it worse for her. You made it harder for her to fucking move to stay sober. Tamara, like her best friend, is fucking her over in front of the bitch who stole her fucking dude. And you're like pro this chick, and you're going to try to tell us that you're Shannon's friend. Tell me, motherfucker, did that make? I'm sorry, but I'm cursing. But tell me how that doesn't make any sense. Does that make any sense to anyone? Does she make sense to anybody? Does she really believe her own bullshit? Does she actually think she was Shannon's friend? I'm sorry. I can't take it. I just don't look. I'm not angry. I'm smiling. See, when the devices go down, these people and their problems aren't our people or our problems. I'm just saying. It's watching, like, literally, I feel like we've earned the right to be mad about this. Not even mad. Like, my opinion for her is just like, goodbye. I want to know what happened at the reunion. Is Ryan and Jen? Where's Ryan and Jen? Ryan and Jen. If you guys are there, if you guys are still in Instagram, maybe not, but I really would like to know, like, if you guys are allowed to talk about the reunion, would you guys please come up and talk? I'm dying to know, because we all know we see right through her. Like, there's nobody here that's like, in my chat anyway, that's gonna disagree with anything. I haven't heard anything about the reunion, because I would like her to answer those questions. What is she so mad about, Tamra? And why is she so where's the 16 million? I want to know that. I haven't forgotten that. You said you make more in a month. So, okay, where's that? Do you claim that? Okay. And remember, Jen and Shannon do have jobs. Okay. And Heather, we don't care about the popular. You know what I'm saying? Please tell me about the reunion. Jen and Ryan, if you're there, please tell me about the reunion. I'm just saying, I would love them to just, because literally, yeah, I understand. I get what she's saying. I do, but I know she apologized. I understand what she's saying. I've also thought that about myself as well, right? And maybe we are, but we're not out here. We're not supposed to be screaming. We don't have any diagnoses yet. Like, I already had, like, I don't want to hear about her personality disorder now. We all know she's had that for a long time. Tamara, this isn't new news for us. Your diagnoses at 60 is not new news. We know who the fuck you are. So you just telling us, I don't really fucking care. So no offense, Mamira, I don't give a fuck about her apology. Sorry. Her apology means nothing. She's 60. Get a hold of literally get your life, bitch. To be honest with it, like Jen said, stay the fuck away from my family. You're not my motherfucking friend. How dare you fucking run shit on Ryan? How dare you fucking literally? What the fuck is up with your life? And I don't care about your diagnoses. We know that you're an asshole. We know you're nobody's motherfucking friend. It's lack of empathy. No, it isn't. You're just an asshole. You're a CUNT. You do have empathy. Shut the fuck. Your excuses are for your bad behavior. Even if she is, I don't really, get a hold of yourself. Because even me, say that I say me, because maybe she thinks she does because of me. I'm telling you right now, I have literally self-awareness to not act like she does. So if that's true, you should have known by now. You know how to act. Like, you're self-aware. You know if something's wrong with you. Maybe you didn't have a diagnosis yet, Tamara, but it's not an excuse for everywhere you've acted like badly, because you should know better at your damn age. If you feel like there's something wrong that's stopping you from being a good friend, then don't claim to be a good friend. And then 16 years down the line, oh, it's because of this reason. Just don't be, you know what I mean? I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for at fucking all. I don't care about her genuine apology. I don't care. She has said too much too many times. And that was literally premeditated. Okay. That was premeditated. The way she said it and the way that they came out with it was premeditated. And to me, you thought about that. You thought that was a good idea. There is absolutely something fucking wrong with you. And it's not that. Because you have to forget that people, that I really believe it's the opposite. I think they have empathy is like on a different level. It's like a complete, literally, I would think that you would be Shannon's ride or die if that was the truth. Your lack of empathy is just literally you're a narcissist. Lack of empathy is nothing that you can fix. Okay. Exactly. Personality disorder. I'm sorry. I'm reading your thing wrong. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. I went to therapy. Why are you going to therapy now? You've been treating people like shit for fucking 13 years. Your daughter's been telling you for years and you refuse. You're not growing. Your daughter said you've been in therapy and it's not working. You know why? Because Tamra doesn't feel it. There's something wrong. Like literally we're leaving her down here. We have to leave her where she's at. And I said this before, you can't meet people where they're at anymore. Jen and Ryan have tried to meet her where she's at, and they get fucked in the ass every time. So meeting people where they're at's not working. Because look what happens when you do that. When you stoop down to meet her where she's at, she just fucking literally runs right over you. So guess what? There's no more meeting people where they're at. We're just up here. You know what I mean? We're just having a different perspective of it. You know, it's sad because her perspective is very 3D and very low vibrational, and our perspective is very honest and very just sad. It's sad to see that this person thinks that she's gotten over on it. Like she's not. We believe that you've never been Shannon's friend. We don't think you care about Shannon. You have not fooled us, Tamra. You haven't fooled me. We know you don't give a fuck about Jen or Ryan, and you never have. You're messy. It's not like of empathy. You just don't care. You think that that's going to make you money. You think that's what we want. Stop acting like you don't have these qualities because you have. We've seen you act like you have. We've seen you with your kids. Let's be honest. We do see Tamra when she has a heart, so we know that she does have empathy. What she's doing is just being a bitch. She doesn't like Shannon. Just admit it. You were just never her friend. Because if you were, you wouldn't be reveling in her misery. It's so, I don't know why you were there. You shouldn't have been there either. Because your whole fucking thing was to ruin her goddamn trip. And I don't know why you thought that this is what we wanted, but it wasn't. But I could go on and on and on. I wish Jen and Ryan would tell us what happened at the reunion. Does anybody know? That they're probably not on here still. I'm going to drop out. Listen. Oh, shit. I should drop the link. Large, are you still there? Guys, because am I being too crazy on her? I'm telling you, there's nothing left that she can make me feel after what she did to this. I mean, I can't believe there's more than just what she said about the FBI, the background check thing. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, were you waiting for this to come out and you wanted to be the one to tell everybody? Oh my God, what if she's the one that put it in the paper and stuff? I guarantee you, she's the one. Tamara's probably the one who called. What do they call page 6 or something? Or whoever put the story out first about Otani and Ryan and their little misunderstanding. I want to know because if whatever had it exclusively, I'll tell you who the fuck did it because I know who Tamara calls and stuff. Because they all do it for each other. They need us. They need us to make them stay relevant. Because if not, we forget about everything. Why do we care what's going on between seasons? We usually don't. You got to, and it's but we definitely are. We're not going to watch you take people down. Why do you think we got to keep having new people all the time? Because the old bullshit ain't working. Coming any hot ain't working, Katie. I don't know if Katie's coming back. Katie and Shannon and Katie. Wow, what are they on a show together? Oh, somebody, everybody also please subscribe to Q and DJ's channel if I didn't already say that. And Aaron D, if Aaron's on here. Lady Virgo, I love you guys for being here. I feel like I just need your guys' opinion because, like I said, I can be too hard on people. I understand. But, I've been, like I said, watching Jim Bellino and watching him. It's I knew more about him. Like I said, more about him than we knew about Alexis. I don't, and is Andy going to ask the questions? Were the questions asked that I want answered? You know what I mean? When did you start hating Shannon? And literally, what made you decide that you're going to go after Ryan the way you did? Because it was premeditated, telling people all about it. So it's like, it's like literally waiting. Like, it's like you're literally with the fucking snake and you're just waiting for her to bite. And it's like, oh my God, now the gloves are off. Yeah. And it feels like gloves are off, but no, because you don't want to go down. Who wants to expose people the way that they do this? You know what I mean? Because we are seeing, like, our perspective, like I said, is up here. So we're looking down, we're seeing how fucked up she is. And it's always been, it's like kind of sad. Can't really figure it out. Like, is she really, what is her excuse? Because of the producers want her to be like that? Again, then just admit you've never been anyways. It bothers me. I know better though. I know that that the reality of it is it's a reality show. But again, I guess maybe I don't know what the fans want. Maybe I'm just the one who was. It's like investing, I guess, Lee. And I really do think that Jen knows better. I really just think that she was just playing along because it's easier to get along. To go along is to get along, because why sit there and argue with this asshole who's just literally so low vibrational that she's exposing your entire life, and that your kids are going to see this one day, and they might not know all about the entire story behind the misunderstanding for Uncle Otani. You know what I mean? They might not know. Maybe it was something that they have to like deal with, and like this bitch is out here talking about it. Let them talk about it. Like, they literally took the opportunity away from Ryan and his family, or them, to like share his story and explain whatever his side of the story was. He took the opportunity away from him. I don't like that. You know what I mean? Nobody like asked you to do that, friend. Shut up. So the fact that we already knew about it, but it was their situation, misunderstanding to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And again, he met Jen, and he, if there was any kind of misunderstandings, I'm pretty sure he loves Jen enough that everything's cleared up in a way where, everything's fine now. And, we just be honest, and that's it. And everybody's good. And you don't, we've all been there. Not all of us, but some of us have been there. White collar crimes. I'm not saying there was a crime committed, but I understand. And then you meet your husband, your person, you're like, oh man, no. Like, let me just get my shit together. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, however this one happened, it literally, I could just tell you, like, Ryan has showed us who he is. And Jim Bellino is showing us who he is. And it's not the person that we saw him with, Alexis. I'm telling you guys, the person that you guys are, unless you're watching, we don't see any interactions with them. So, I mean, 11 years later, I think it's been, he's done a lot of work on himself. And so, I mean, if he didn't, he wouldn't be, why would he be putting himself out there like that? But anyway, I feel like we haven't gotten anything from Alexis, and I don't want Bravo to keep Alexis just because Jim is making a name. He's going on podcasts and stuff. I don't want him to make her relevant. You know what I mean? Like, I want him to be relevant because he's a cool dude. And I do. I think that him and Ryan are pretty cool. Like, I am pushing for like maybe another house husband deal without John Jansen. Because, you know what I mean? We can get Jim dating somebody, maybe the chick, I don't know what her name was. Why do I keep forgetting her name? Why do I keep forgetting her name? Oh my God, I'm so bad. What was her name again? The one he just in the picture with. Ugh. Anyway, I wouldn't be mad at her coming back. She has an awesome, huge ass house. I mean, Jim's not a bad idea. She is single. And, hey, let's do a house husband deal, because who else do we have? I love Shane, and I really like Travis. And fuck Eddie, get rid of him. Who else? Oh my God, and Ryan, and then I'm missing Katie's husband. Guys, it's like double. When we have the House Husbands of New Jersey, that is like another show in itself. And you guys know that it's magical. It just works. Elizabeth Vargas, God damn it, Elizabeth, I'm so sorry. I'm going to write your name, and I'm going to say it 1,000 times today. I'm going to write it 1,000 times until I get it. Okay, I take full accountability for forgetting your name. That is not cool, because I've been doing this show for 10 years and I should know better to not forget people's names, especially Elizabeth Vargas, because she was just on the show. Anyway, not a bad idea. Just saying. You've been talking about being single and looking for a lady. I think she would be a good lady friend, and I'm not mad at house husband. Actually, Ryan, literally, let's just have Jim there anyway, because it doesn't matter. I think that the house husbands of OC would make us enjoy the show a little bit more and not have it go on pause. Because I feel like Tamra is ruining it. It's not vibing. Heather's not a mean girl. It doesn't work. Emily and Gina, their nose jobs are horrible. Like, they don't look right. We're not work. It's not working. The whole vibe of them over there and these guys over here. Shannon looked amazing. I mean, Jen looks fucking amazing. Jen and Ryan look like they're in their 30s, guys. They're my age. I think Jen's younger, but Ryan's 47. Definitely looks like he's in his 30s. And Jen looks like she's 30s. And they still talk to each other. Like, they still have sexting and stuff like that. Like, me and my husband are together 10 years. We're still obsessed with each other. We still do that. And I love the fact that we do that. Like, it's never going away. And that makes me happy. You know, I told you what's going on with my parents after 46 years. It's like, wow. It's like, I feel like I changed. I'm in a different timeline or universe because I don't know what a world is like without them two together. It's so wild, even though there's been so much that's happened that, like, I just never thought that my mom would leave. I don't know. It's crazy. Like, my mom is now, she wants to be happy. And I'm like, oh my God, this is exactly what we've been talking about. Like, I you know, my mom said, I am not in love with it. It's crazy. And I'm not spilling the beans on people. My mom literally is talking about this with everybody. I don't know why. She's just, because at this point, I'm actually really proud of my mom. As much as I'm devastated. I don't know how to feel. I go back and forth because I feel like it's going to really hurt my dad badly if it hasn't already. And I just feel like I don't know, 46 years together, guys. High school sweethearts. He's not, my mom had me when my brother was somebody else. That's a whole other thing. She was married to my dad for a little bit, but he's always been in my life as well. I've had two dads my whole life. I've had two moms my whole life. I just don't really talk about it, but like my mom is the one that raised me with my stepdad. And literally she's like, I'm out. I mean, my sister are like, what? Like, okay, you're out, but like, you took like everything. Like, she just said, fuck y'all. Like, and my dad's like, I don't know, guys. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this right now, but it's all about like, and my thing is their age is, they're at 70 years old, 70. And my mom's like, fuck it, I still want to be happy. I'm like, good. Like, I'm so proud of my mom. Like, I was like, wow. As devastated as I am, and I'm kind of worried. I can't not be proud of my mom for doing something like leaving somebody after that many years. And the family, you guys don't understand. When you talk about like your family home, that's the home that we go to with those two. You understand what I mean? Like, they're the rock, they're the glue of our family. And it's like, I don't know what to, I'm not I'm in a different world, guys. Did I talk about, okay. So yes, I have. Now, Adam and Jason both, I don't know if Adam filmed, but Jason definitely filmed for Southern Hospitality, which is one of the highest rated side shows. We call them side piece shows. So, and I feel like, I don't know if he's the Peter of the show because everybody else is in their 20s. Jason's 40. It's not a secret. Adam's 30. Adam was on, when Jason's filming, Adam was not there. So I don't know if Adam made it on there or not. But okay, what else? What happened to him? I remember it was about Mauricio and being around with Doreen and Brady. Oh, I thought you meant new rumors. Oh, my heart just fell to the ground. Listen, I've said this for a long time that I think Mauricio and Doreen met in the side of the house because I think they live up close to each other. Like one of those deals where like you met in the middle of the, I don't know, did a little on the side of the house or something. And like, obviously can't ever tell anybody. I think they did a little bit of that. And then that was it. And like, then the barbecue was over. Right. And we don't talk about it because the way she kissed his back, I'm never going to let that go. You guys might think I'm nuts, but that scene is odd to me. And you don't mistake his back for PKs. They're doing a group hug, like a cuddle puddle. Not a cuddle puddle, not no way to confuse backs. And she kisses his back like they just, and I'm not fucking kidding you. It is the most cringy thing. And I know that Kyle has seen this and nobody will fucking, and it's weird. There's no excuse for it. None, no excuse. You didn't think that was your husband's back. I don't care. I think that it's true. Nassif, I wouldn't be surprised because why not, Brandy? Look what's going on with Brandy. I got to get my shit together for sobriety because Brandy's another one. I don't want her to, she's blaming Bravo, but no, honey, you just went on to another reality show. So we got to talk about sobriety, why Bravoing, sobriety, why reality TVing, the rumors about them, well, they're just getting it. Listen, they're all getting a divorce too. And Brandy's single. And so is Mauricio. And Mauricio don't give a fuck. You saw what he did with his dancer. He just something happened. Something happened with Mauricio. He hit the fuck it button. Because all of a sudden he didn't give a fuck about it. I think they had an arrangement. I definitely think there was an arrangement because Mauricio is he's a freaky little weirdo. Little kitty cat weirdo. Crazy. I am. Thank you. Okay. So when you tell me that Mauricio Umansky is asking you to go get 3 kitty bowls and to bring them over and lay them down and wants you to dress into a kitty costume, right? This is what what's her name is telling us. And you tell me all this. Yeah, I'm going to motherfucking believe that he is out creeping the fuck around because he is a whole ass weirdo who was on this dating with her name, the chick with Diddy, Amber, what's her name? Oh, Krista, with the names today. I know these people's names. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible journalist person. But I'm telling you, like, I feel like like now I got my group back. I know this is probably going to be a longer thing. I'm about to like put in 2 different things, but it's Friday night, right? Like I'm like turning this into Friday night confessionals. I'm to kitty bowls. Like, listen, then you Rio Day, and then you think how many times was she a kitty for Halloween? How many times was literally and like his wife? Oh my God, Kyle, how the fuck are you reality star? Who voted for this, by the way? Kyle is reality star of the year. What the fuck? Who voted? 1 vote, maybe? How does that happen? You gave us lies. You gave us fucking lies. You didn't even tell us that he literally defrauded a goddamn $70 million from the most dangerous man in America, in the country, in the world. In the world, Kyle, your husband. He fucked over the most dangerous man in the world, and you couldn't tell us that was why you were leaving him. You had to make up a bunch of. We know about the kitty bowls and shit, Kyle, but like you could have just said he literally put our family in probably the biggest danger they're ever going to be in by fucking over this goddamn guy. Even though you paid it back and you settled and you really didn't pay back, this motherfucker ain't going to forget. He's one of the most dangerous. He's a dictator's son. And Kyle, and I'm sorry, how is it that we have Kyle on a pedestal and Mauricio and praising his company, but he frauded a bunch of people just like Tom Girardi did. And then we have Erica and we're crucifying her. And literally she's never going to hear the end of this shit about what he's done. And we don't let it go. I wave white flag. But why is it that Kyle gets a pass for this? You guys realize that, right? He did something just as bad as Tom Girardi. He put her fucking family in danger. And the money that they had was stolen. He stole $80 million, right? Why are we not saying the same shit to her? Why the fuck are you with this motherfucker? Kyle, did you know about it? Kyle, like, you know what I mean? What did we do to Erica? I'm telling you, you guys know I've crucified poor Erica. I will never believe in a million years. And I repeated myself for years, like literally like the definition of insanity. I don't know how many times I say it, but it's like I can't keep repeating myself. I talk about the whole thing with her ex-husband Tommy and the money and the funneling and the unaliving of leaving him at the end of the bottom of the cliff. And come on, man, like you're going to get rid of the only 2 people that can get you in trouble, Tommy and her. Come on, man, he's a bad man, her ex-husband, but he's, somebody was. I'm not kidding, but I'm not mad about it anymore. I waved the white flag, Erica. I don't have anything left for it. I don't understand. Anyway, but like I'm telling you right now, why aren't we doing this to Kyle? Can anybody tell me that? She does stay with him. Well, no, apparently she's not. But he's out fucking around, and he's cheated on. He fucking around basically all the time. We see it on camera. He doesn't care. He just doesn't care. He's literally the kid. He was doing that. He was telling Aubrey O'Day that he loved her. Whoa, huh? What kind of sight is this? You pretend that you love each other too? That's part of the kink. I'm all about the kink, but I don't think we should kiss and see till I don't know. I'm sorry. Was there a whole relationship going on, ma'am? You know what I mean? But I know he was with what's the name? Definitely. You know what? Brandy's friend. It's Brandy's friend. It's probably Brandy and her friend that she does OnlyFans with. The girl that Mauricio's been seen with. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, he's going to end up, he already got her, like, she's a porn star, and he cleaned up her act by putting her in Glamour magazine, and it's going to come out eventually. All the shit that we've heard about her being on OnlyFans with Brandy, and she's literally Mauricio's mistress. And she's gorgeous, but she looks like a baby doll, and that's weird to me. It is fucking weird to me that you want to be with somebody, you little freaking weirdo. And why are you having 2 reality shows where we're praising you? The agency's the best in the country. Motherfucker, you're a thief. And how are you still in business? You know? How are you putting your name out there? You shouldn't even be. You should be hiding. And Kyle's like, oh, I don't know. I just don't love him anymore. Or wait, I'm sorry. What did she say? I don't even know. Oh, God. The narrative of her and Morgan, get out of here. Why do you want us to look at that when you know that we're looking at what Mauricio did? Because all other Bravo people, we don't forget. I hope to God that I really, wait a minute, season 18. Oh, wait, no, season 1. Okay, hold on, season 1 and 2. And I don't remember that. See, there's stuff I don't remember because it's so long ago. I blame the pot. I'm sorry, guys. But anyway, Dick Pic Shop, guys, by the way, I'm not going to give it away, but you guys know who that could be, right? Obviously. I'm very honored. I wish you guys, if you guys are listening, I hope that I hope that I've like honored you guys because Tamra deserves for me to destroy her. I was not kidding when I said that. And I said respectfully destroy her only because not destroy her. I just break down everything that she said and done. It doesn't make it make sense for me. It's not going to make sense, but you don't make no sense. Okay. Because what you say, what you do, and all that shit is all fucked up. It's all, what is your excuse? Why are you such a liar? You're a liar pants. So anyway, I would love for them to literally be able to come on and, they don't have to talk literally that whole misunderstanding. If he doesn't, we don't need to, we don't need to talk about all that. All I know is he's good and he's taking care of my girl, and he's got enough money to support them and she's making money because she has a job because she's on the show. And if she doesn't have to pay fucking bills, I don't either, bitch. So Tamra, what am I? You're going to say that I don't know. I need to get a job because my husband pays for my life. My husband is like, I did have a life. I did have a job. Okay. I just choose not to do that anymore. Okay. I am good now. So my husband, I don't have to work. I mean, yeah, obviously this is going to make it's money. Like I never thought that I'd monetize myself because of my mouth, but I saw how much money you can make and it's worth it because my glam is a lot. And I admit that. And I don't know why. Are my super chats even on? And it tells me that I can't monetize. I don't know why. I can't tell if my monetizations are wrong. But it's just, it's a slow burn. I'm a slow burn. But anyway, so that was Ross. As I say, probably should cut this one off. There's probably other topics. I really do feel like I should come back and talk about other stuff, like the sobriety thing. So why I'm thinking about, because there's so much. I got Karen in my head. I'm thinking about what the hell's up with time. I'm going to do a little bit of a, take a break, a breather, and come back. So yeah, what I'm going to do, what time is it? Oh, it's 4:20. Happy 4:20, guys. 4:22, I missed it. Guys, I said I'll do 4:20. Oh, you know what? I'll do 4:20. It's 4:20 somewhere. So give me an hour, and I'm going to try to get the sobriety thing. I want to get a list of people that's on. Yeah, she has a yoga studio too, right? A list of people that are on Bravo right now that are sober, getting sober, or having issues being sober. Because, oh my God, I am kind of worried. And then I'm going to check into the Leah thing. I know she had court this week. She still hell bent against telling Bravo that they're the ones that triggered her bipolar to come back. Is that what she said? When she told us in season 1 that she stopped taking her bipolar meds, she said it on camera. So I don't think that you could walk in the court and blame them when you say, I stopped taking my pills. That should be the end of the story right there. That dropped it literally when you said right before all this went down, Leah, you said I am bipolar and I manage it myself. I don't take my pills. I don't take my medicine. Blah, 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 blah. End the story. End the story. You're not going to blame me for your fucking literally your mental health downfall because you stopped taking your meds and you admit to that. And you signed a release saying that you could, that Bravo could, I don't know, whatever they say in their contract, something about alcohol and if you have mental issues, blah, blah. Not her fault, not Bravo's fault. So I really hope that she did take that to court. And they literally had that one clip. That's all you need. Am I crazy? What else do you need after that? Nobody made her run. First of all, the way she acted wasn't as bad. It wasn't that bad. Brandy's acted way worse. So I don't know what Leah's talking about. She's just trying to be fucking relevant. And I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. Bravo triggered your bipolar disorder and your alcohol, whatever. I have to read it. Maybe I'll bring that back with me. But anyway, guys, sorry. I love you all. And I told you that I apologize if I start to literally go off and start talking about people that are 70 leaving their husbands and wives for 46 fucking years. My mind is wandering in a different universe. But I'm here. And thank you guys. And don't blame me. I'm sorry. But it's just a lot right now. It's just fucking, I'm about to go hang out with the single lady. It's like I'm going to go put my mom and my aunt or something. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to hang out with the single ladies now? Oh, what the fuck? Like, I'm going to go see my aunt. I don't know. If I don't come back, it's because I'm at my aunt's house. I don't know if they're there. I don't know what's happening. I'm probably going to come back though. I love you guys. And Instagram, you guys are fucking awesome. If you guys, if you know it all, like, I'm sorry. Sometimes I just won't stop talking. But I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. And thank you for watching. Thank you, my Lady Virgo. You guys are so fucking awesome. And half of you, all of you, I don't know what the fuck I would have done without you the other day. I would have never made it. And again, I apologize from the bottom of my heart when I was screaming at you guys. That was not you guys. It was just complete, utter motherfucking shock. But do you think I'm doing better? I'm handling a little bit better, aren't I? Compared to the other day? I was like, what in the, I thought that, I just can't even tell you guys. I don't know. I'm in shock. It's like I'm still processing. That's what it is. It's called processing, right? Okay. I love y'all. Thank you. Lady Virgo, you guys are